In the sky, it's a bird, it's a plane. Flying high, I emerge through the flames. Have no fear, I'm here, so stand back. Melanin activate, the name is super black. In the sky, it's a bird, it's a plane. Flying high, I emerge through the flames. Have no fear, I'm here, so stand back. Melanin activate, the name is super black. Imagine that, a future that's super black. Long as your skin brown, your superpowers intact. What would your powers be? Just hope it ain't super whack. Spatial manipulation, create a portal that's black. Maybe just super speed, time travel to run it back. Or cheat manipulation to keep my spirit intact. As I encounter evils the world face, demons the world makes, I'm needed the world to stay. Rest in peace to Chadwick, they killed all the Black Panthers. Told us white lies, I still marvel at black answers. Suits in DC, pray it lead to a civil war. It ain't no Justice League, what's the need to be civil for? Propelled like the juggernaut, it's clear ain't no stopping this. The world in grave danger, who can stop the apocalypse? They killed all the heroes, the new ones don't really care. But if you need me, put your fist up in the air. Yeah, in the sky, it's a bird, it's a plane. Flying high, I emerge through the flames. Have no fear, I'm here, so stand back. Melanin activate, the name is super black. In the sky, it's a bird, it's a plane. Flying high, I emerge through the flames. Have no fear, I'm here, so stand back. Melanin activate, the name is Super Black.
Hello, everybody. Here we go. Before we get the show started, I want to give my condolences out to Jason David Frank and his family. We all know Jason David Frank is Tommy Oliver from the Power Rangers fame. He's probably been if not the most and best, most powerful Ranger of them all. He passed away this past weekend, and a lot of people are distraught. A lot of people are hurt and don't know where to turn or don't know how to react to it. So if you are having problems, if you're having any kind of issues, if you feel like you just can't make it, call 988. It's the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline. It provides you help where you can't find help anywhere else. If you feel like you're alone, if you feel like you can't go on, trust in these people. They do their job. Also, trust into your loved ones, even if it means just the slightest word. So if you can do that to help anybody else out, that will be awesome. Rest in peace, Jason David Frank. You a real one. We salute you. You have touched many lives, and we just got to carry on. So with that being said, thank you everybody for tuning in to Blurred's Eye View, your Northeast Ohio podcast, best in the land pretty much. And if you're listening to us now, hit that subscribe button on the YouTube channel and the notification bell to check out more from Fury's Reaction Reviews. And you can also listen to us anywhere you listen to your podcasts, including iHeartRadio, Opulent on the Opulence radio app, and much, much more. Let's get into it. Let's bring the team in. Kira.
Hey.
Will, what's going on?
What's going on?
What's happening? It's been a weekend. It's been a week. It's Turkey Week.
It is.
Yeah.
And being careful of potlucks.
Plates.
And not everybody has an EBT card. So let's just put that out there.
Also be careful of potlucks around the nation. Just don't eat off everybody, folks. Be careful.
That is a complete understatement. Shout out Bobby, shout out Grieving Comes in Waves. Thank you, 988. It's been a week. We're barely getting over one. We get another one, but we're not going to be too somber on this episode. We're going to touch base on some of that stuff, dealing with help and mental crisis. Because as you know, many people that watch the show and support the show, they know we're all about providing safe spaces and providing those avenues to help people get out there and be seen and be heard. So, without any further ado, we have some special guests tonight. We're going to talk about a lot of Blurred stuff. We're going to give some homage to our man Tommy Oliver, Jason David Frank, and we're going to get into it. But first off, let's bring in Ryan Bennett from Black Girl Nerds. What's going on, Ryan?
What's up, guys? Thanks for having me. How you guys doing?
How you doing?
This is going to be a fun event.
Yes.
I just want everyone to know.
Oh yeah, I'm excited. This is cool.
We got friend and family of the show, Navy Montel, in the building.
What's going on, good people? What's up?
Hey.
Yes. And even though I'm the man on the wall, I can't do it without the watcher. Nix from Do You Speak Geek. What's going on, baby?
Yo, what is up, people? Kara with the voice. What's up, mama?
Hi. How are you?
See, we started out like bumping heads the last time.
I know, but now we friends. We friends forever. We friends in our heads.
You see how that works?
I'm like
I got the friendly bump, son. It's like here's a head. There's a head, but how you doing? I love you. Good to see you.
So before we really get into it, we're just gonna say, thank you, Jason David Frank. I've seen him in person several times. He commands a crowd. He just commands a crowd. I've heard nothing but great things about this guy. He's addressed my kid when he was on his way to a panel, and I was like, yo, the Green Ranger just spoke to you, my guy. How do you feel? And so, he's been, he gave us the most stressful week of our lives.
Shit.
If on site was a guy, it was Tommy Oliver. It was Tommy Oliver. 7 Rangers, to my credit, if I'm not mistaken. 7 of them. Here he is as the White Ranger, Zeo Red, Black and Gold Dino Ranger. So he's back in the green suit. So he's been around for all our lives, pretty much. So he was a major impact. He really did pick a lot of people up. But like I said, if you're having trouble, reach out 988. We've seen this before. We've seen it with Robin Williams. We've seen it with like very high profile people who like to make other people laugh and feel good. So check on your strong friends, not just all your friends. You'll check on your strong friends too, because you never know the weight that they carry. So, there it is. Apothecary is back.
Apothecary Kira is back.
She's back in the building.
This is an honorary sip. Honorary
there you
sip
go.
for
There you
everybody.
go.
Pharmaceutical princess.
Speaking of which,
Speaking
of which, the DYSG Awards is coming up December 10th. FB on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube, 1 p.m. You want to check this out? I love the DYSG Awards. I'm just saying that like Nix is probably the only one who's really went and got an awards show and decided like, hey, we're going to recognize these content creators that's out here doing the damn thing.
Because I fucking love us. And if nobody going to give us our flowers, damn it, I'm going to.
Facts.
Amen. Yep.
Preach.
Hold on. Let me get you that applause because you know what? That was well more than earned. Let's do it.
Yes.
There we go.
Seasoning words sometimes are necessary.
Matter of fact, Nix, I got to vote. I'm voting on your topics right now, my guy.
Yeah. I appreciate that so much.
Stop
your category.
I'm not paying you. Just letting you know you don't get paid. Thank you. All right, so
goes on.
Shameless plugs all over the place, ladies
but
and gentlemen.
It's what I do. I show the love and I keep it going. But you definitely want to check out the DYSG coming up next month. I think you got some slots still left, right? Some free ad slots.
Yes, I got 5 of them left. So if y'all have something you want to advertise, you got a pod. You got a Twitch, you got a clothing line, you got a comic book.
Kira gets close to the camera every time.
Whatever you got, send me a 30-second clip. Hit it to that email, DYSG. Actually, the email is doyouspeakgeekmedia@gmail.com. Send it there. And hurry up, because there ain't but 5 slots left. Also, I'm looking for presenters and co-hosts as well. So
I'm sorry. What did you say? What would you like? How much of a presenter would you like, sir? Would you like someone would you like some upper northeast type of presentation? Would you like what? Let me know. I'm available.
You want some Judi Dench with that or anything like that? Anything like that?
I love it.
Oh man.
You can always get a little bit of Sean Connery over there.
Some Sean Connery. Yeah,
absolutely.
No, I can't do that.
Maybe some Morgan Freeman, maybe.
Yes, you can. We're all about the quickening. Yes.
I love about the
quickening.
Oh man. So before we get into our main topic, which is Wakanda Forever, this is the review everybody's been waiting on.
Yes.
No lie, because everybody's been asking.
It's all, baby.
It's all on the table. All of it's on the table. So before we get into it, we got a lot of blurred news that jumped off. So I say, why not? Oh, first up on the docket, as we know, Jason Davis.
I can't wait for you to do this. What is? I know what's coming. I'm gonna wait.
All right, so Sonic the Hedgehog co-creator had been arrested for insider trading. So, in other words, I guess all the coins wasn't in the cards for you, my friend. I guess it just wasn't going to work. But
something wrong.
Sir.
Wow.
We are horrible.
I cannot.
He collects all the
I cannot confirm nor deny that I was involved with the gaining of any coins with that.
So all the rings turned into crypto and this shit went left. That's all.
Pretty much. Yep, that's right. Yeah. Not fast enough to outrun. Got it. we already know that we're getting a Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special, which I honestly cannot wait to see.
Yeah.
How would you have felt if we had gotten a Deadpool Christmas movie?
My guy, shut up.
I would have walked away. I would have walked away.
It was going to happen. It was going to happen. It was right during the time. It was actually being written right around the time that Disney was acquiring Fox, and Ryan Reynolds had actually written it with the first Deadpool film creator or film writer, and we almost got it. We almost got it.
Until,
but knowing Ryan,
it was gonna be balls literally to the wall on the tree.
Yes.
I wouldn't doubt that eventually it's going to come down the pipe. He's I can see the jokes coming from now.
I'm going to.
I think he would have been very much. It would have been well received because when he did Deadpool 2 and then he did the edited version with Fred Savage, that went over just as well. You know, so to see a Christmas movie / special, whatever the case may be, with Deadpool, Ryan Reynolds, go ahead and get that pushed out. I'm pretty sure Kevin Feige's not going to say no.
I mean, there's a Gangsta Santa movie already out, so I mean, he could just follow it up, add a little comedy to it.
Yeah, exactly. He gets what he wants anyway. Speaking of Ryan Reynolds, I just watched Spirited Away with him and Will Ferrell.
Oh, how was that?
I heard
I like musicals. However, it wasn't.
It wasn't giving spirits.
It wasn't giving. It's not Scrooge. Let's put it like this: it's not Scrooge.
I feel my
it's not
appendix about to explode here.
It's
Don't
not
do
horrible, but it's not Scrooged. If that makes sense.
Nobody can do Scrooge.
Yeah,
nobody could do that.
You know what's crazy? I hope they act like, because I was seeing a meme a while back where they were going to recast Scrooge and do like an all black cast where they were Scrooge, have like The Rock play like the Ghost of Christmas Past, and have like
I can hear I can hear the tiki torches being lit as you said that.
Oh my god!
You said the tiki torches. Wow.
They are lit, like I hear the tiki torches and Target running out of brown khakis. I can hear it right now. They would have been like, no, not that. Oh my god, it just would have been. Oh yeah. He said he wants that movie made. Jeff Bezos donate most of his fortune to the cause. Oh, ooh, solid and saucy at the same time.
What kind of sauce?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, what kind of sauce? Yeah, it was an interesting movie. There was points in the movie because it's like a lot of musicals. Like they just, you know how you watch a movie and they just bust out musicals. They were starting to poke fun at themselves. Like, are we doing this right now? Like, we don't really need. Okay, whatever. You know, it was one of them moments that there were several moments where they did it. You know, so it made the fact that they can poke fun at themselves gave it a little something, you know, and it's your typical Scrooged fashion, you know, trying to get somebody to change their life in one night and everything else. So had some twists and turns, a lot of freaking music. Actually, it's a joy watching Ryan Reynolds sing and tap dance with Will Ferrell singing and tap dancing. I didn't think I needed that, but that was weird. So
he can tap dance.
He can tap dance and sing. Yes. Interesting, isn't it?
I don't trust. I don't believe.
What can't that Canadian do? I don't know.
I'm about to say he's Canadian. That don't count.
He's got a leg up on us.
That can't be claimed no matter what you say. Okay,
he's pretty much white Drake and Blake Lively. I mean, what can he do?
Right. Oh man,
I am so sorry. First time meeting me, and I'm behaving this way. I am so sorry.
That's Nick from Do You Speak Geek?
I am so sorry.
All opinions and thoughts are those of the independent speakers. Please do not hold this against Blur's Eye View in any way, shape, or form.
I use that as
I read the fine print. I'm good. I read the fine print.
I'm glad she ready because I sure as hell didn't. So
views of our guests are not the opinions of Blur's Eye View and all those associated.
Thank you.
Void were prohibited, all rights reserved.
Chris Helmsworth has announced that he will be taking a break or he wants to take a break or walk away from playing Thor again. And I think this came for several reasons. One of the reasons was if everyone's here probably seen Love and Thunder.
Unfortunately,
Sadly.
not the greatest
Stop
of
it.
the series.
No, that was the worst.
No, the worst.
That was the worst.
The worst.
That was the worst.
That
Yeah,
was
because
the-
Dark World before that was actually not well received. Now,
like really, Love and Thunder made you appreciate Dark World.
Yeah.
Sure did.
So,
Sure did.
Absolutely.
but then he
Well,
and
then.
I kind of figured, like, you know, with the original Avengers all stepping down, passing on mantles, whatever the case may be, that it was just like, well, where else does your story actually go anyway? You know, what do you do? Like
Beta Ray Bill.
Yeah, but yeah, like you should have been bringing him in by this point.
Mm-hmm. Beta Ray Bill should have been in the picture.
Mention a Thunderstrike, maybe, I don't know.
Ooh.
But he also found out, because he does the show Limitless, that's also on Disney Plus, and he just found out that he is 8 to 10 times likely to develop Alzheimer's.
Yeah,
So that, and it's fact, you know, he's really said he's gonna like take a break from things and kind of get things figured out. And we wish him well. You know, it's not something you wish on anybody, because we're not bastards here. I mean,
No.
I can be a villain. I mean, you know, I take joy in it and all, but not that bad.
He's played one on TikTok.
So check that out. Chris Fury 1.
Wait, hold on.
But,
Chris Fury 1? All right, hold on.
Yeah. So there's a lot to be said. You know, we wish him well. We hope that, you know, there's something out there that can help correct something like that, or
suppress
maybe
it
even
at least.
at best, you know, because he's very fairly young, you know. So to know that it came from both sides of the family is just kind of like the whammy, you know, for him. So it was just like, oh, that sucks.
He got Disney money. He'll be good.
Yeah. The Academies have a chance of nominating its first Black female composer for the film Devotion.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Talking about We're Here Now.
I can't wait to see that movie, though.
Yes. Jonathan Majors is the right now. Jonathan Majors is the epitome of cut the check. You're seeing me in everything.
Yo, Jonathan Majors is like 5 movies away from being my favorite actor. And like, seriously, like,
Force
is my guy. Cheeto is my guy forever. But Majors got like 2 maybe movies away from that's my nigga from now on.
Yeah,
that's my guy.
Yeah.
He won my heart in Lovecraft Country.
He did. Yeah.
And Lovecraft
he got
Country,
that vote, man.
I love him because of that performance was so powerful. It drew you into who Tick was and what he was struggling with, along with everybody attached to him. And he was the perfect fit for Kang. That's all I gotta say. He was perfect.
That was his role in that Western on Netflix. Oh my god.
Yo.
And which show?
It's a Western movie.
What's the name of it?
What was the name?
You know.
Oh shit! Hold on.
Yeah, playing Kang he's playing Kang in real life. He is. He's playing Kang in real life. He's all over the place. You know, and it's funny.
Love to see it.
And Lovecraft Country, what's going on, G Black? Lovecraft Country was it. I'm still salty it got canceled. You're not alone, fam. Speaking of Lovecraft Country,
The Harder They Fall, that was the name of it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. That was good. Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Shout out to Regina King and that entire crew.
Oh my
Good
god.
Lord.
I want a part 2. I know they probably can't do it, but I would love to see.
I would love to see some more from that.
The scene of Idris Elba walking through that whole gunfight, not running, not dodging, just chilling. Only thing was missing was Marvin Gaye in the back playing. That's all you needed. I want you.
So, speaking of Lovecraft Country, Jan DeMage, who directed the first episode of Lovecraft Country, is now the director for the Blade reboot.
Let's hope they can keep him. Let's hope they can keep him. Let's hope they can keep him.
Yes. Yes.
Good God.
So he's already got a couple things under his he's done White Boy Rick, he's done Lovecraft Country, he's done 71. So he's got some prominent things under his belt already. My friend, we wish you luck. Bring it in. Let's do it. But yeah, that's not all that's happening in the Blurred news, but that's the most of what's been going on in the Blurred world today. So yeah.
You gonna do it?
to answer G Black's question real quick, he said, "Is it the same script?" No, they're actually doing the reboot up. They're redoing the script.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're getting a more dark version, a more rated R version. We're gonna get ready into it.
Wait. Can we talk about one more piece of news?
What's that? What you got?
Can we talk about Mr. Iger?
Oh yes,
because that is what I was extremely excited for in the middle of the night when I saw that come through.
But he's not a blurred.
Holy shit! I ain't never in my life thought that man was coming back.
He's not a blurred.
He's not a blurred, but he provides us the blurred content that we need.
He's a ream of paper. Okay,
Is it David Iger? Right? I think it's
I
think it's Dave Iger.
No, it's Bob Iger.
Bob Iger.
Yeah.
He's back.
Who would have thought he would be coming back to run the show over at Disney?
Thank fucking Christ.
They had like a 37% drop and everything, and I'm like, oh, that could be a variation of things, but at the end of the day, they kind of look at you. So yeah, he's back in the saddle, and I guess the ship is being corrected. The course is being corrected on a lot of things. So.
And my stock went up as soon as they announced it. Oh,
I gotta say stocks are up. Yeah, they just reported that. Stocks up.
Baby.
Yeah, that's always a plus. And if you're not in buying Disney stocks, you fool. What are you with your life?
1 second.
You need to get with it and get you something. He said when you have to come back to your old job because the new guy kept messing it up. Yeah, pretty much.
Yo, say that shit again too, because we as geeks, we consume all this content, all this stuff, and if we're not actually investing in the shit that we're actually buying, it's a crime. My father made me invest in Marvel when I was reading comics, and when Disney bought Marvel, holy shit, I was happy.
Wasn't you? Didn't it feel good? Your hair grew a little bit too, didn't it?
Yeah. I was at work cheese, and I was like,
hair grew back, everything. It was just like, Nick was ready to walk off the job. He was like, I don't even need this no more.
Fam, who you telling? I was like, I don't need this shit. I don't need this.
Just like us, ain't it? It's just like,
you know, put some respect when you call my name. It is Mr. Chauncey, okay?
Oh man, we're gonna take a quick commercial break and we're gonna be right back and we're gonna talk about Wakanda Forever.
Salty ball.
This just in.
Feeling groggy in the morning? Coffee just can't give you that pep in the step that you're looking for? Try Pop Starts for that great get up and go that adults need. Pop Starts has the vitamin and nutrients that only grown-ups can partake in, and with flavors such as tossed salad and scrambled eggs, and Jack Daniels and Bud Light flavors to start your day or end it. There's nothing better to wake up to unless you count that depressing cubicle job. Well, anyway, try Pop Starts today. Pop Starts is not part of the Kellogg's Corporation. Pop Starts could give you diarrhea. Pop Starts are not found in your local grocery store. For Montel.
Running low on energy, long days and even longer nights. Tired of all the other energy drinks and bars promise you a lot and never delivering? Need to make it through work, but want a product that can keep up with your busy lifestyle? Want no longer? Try Chef's Chocolate Salty Balls. The balls that are so smooth and with a load of nutrients and vitamins to really get you up and bouncing off the walls. Made with all natural ingredients and healthy junk to satisfy even the pickiest eater. Chef's Chocolate Salty Balls are sold everywhere where you buy your junk. And now for those who want that extra kick in the butt, comes Chef's Heavy Duty Chocolate Salty Balls with 120% more caffeine than the leading brand. Disclaimer, this product has not been approved by the FDA or World Health Association. Warning, this product is not intended for consumption by children, elderly people, or women who are pregnant or may become pregnant. You might even get pregnant.
All right. Mr. Brown in there, he's had too many chocolate salty balls. We are talking about it. It's been out for 2 weeks. If you haven't seen it, that's too damn bad. We are talking about Wakanda Forever, Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. Probably, in my opinion, and probably is the most anticipated film of the year. Because for so many reasons, we're getting into it. We're talking about it tonight.
About damn time.
Oh, I've been itching.
You know how hard it is to keep your mouth shut, especially when the first question you ask is, "Have you seen it?" No. Damn it, son of a gun!
I swear to
Get
God,
away from me.
Every
we
show
are
I did,
mostly content crazy in here, and the fact that we have to talk all the time.
Yeah.
To say,
imagine having to be. I was a guest on every show last week, except for Monday last week, talking about this show or talking about this movie, and holding back all the good stuff for myself. I was just like, you can't have my good stuff.
Do you know how hard it is to do a review movie with no spoilers, but you have all this energy? I did it on YouTube, and people were like,
man.
You know you wanted to speak. I said, I know I want to speak, but shut up because I'm dying. I'm dying here. I want to say something. I hate you.
Okay. So Will in the audience says this had me like second Sunday service when the invitation song was being sung. Yeah. Tears were shed. I don't know about you guys, but in our movie theater, definitely quiet in that first scene.
Thank you. Mine too.
They kept it quiet, but see, this is one thing about us. We understood the assignment.
Absolutely.
We understood the assignment. You're gonna walk in here. You know how your mama say, we're gonna go in the store, don't ask for nothing, don't look at nothing, don't touch nothing.
And
the most important thing, don't say nothing.
Don't say nothing. I had to almost curse my friend out at the end of the damn movie. She was talking at that scene. Oh, I swear to God, I almost cursed her out. What the hell?
I don't even know you anymore.
No. Like, shut the hell up.
There was a couple next to us, and you hear like going, "Who is Namor?" And he says, "The one you're gonna be sleeping with if you don't shut the fuck up."
Tell him to come on over. We got him.
That shit got dark.
Right.
Your point this weekend.
So first off, I want to give mad congratulations to Ryan Coogler for on the task. That was absolutely unattainable by any other chance. I don't know. I would not wish that kind of pressure on my worst of enemies, because to have a script already done and to turn around and find out that your main star is no longer with you and to change course. Kudos, my guy, to you, to the cast, to the crew, because to have to mourn and do those scenes, I couldn't. So we're gonna start right there. Panel of people and great folks that we're gonna talk about this. Let's get to the comments real quick. Yeah, Coogler did an amazing job. He did a phenomenal job.
He did. Yep.
So we'll start with Ryan. How well was that opening in the funeral and the message being done for that scene?
Oh, too well, because I was tearing up. It was too well, and like you said, it was so quiet. We understood the assignment. Nobody was saying anything. Like, you could hear a piece of popcorn drop on the ground. It was so quiet in the theater I was in, and just to put him in the title sequence of Marvel, like, they brought it all the way home. Like, I was like, oh no, please tell me. I don't know if I'll make it like 2 hours and 30 or 40. I was like, I don't know if I'll make it. I don't know if I'm gonna do it.
I was snot tears. Snot tears. I was done exactly as soon as they got to that. It was a wrap.
I was in a white suit and I was crying like a baby. You kidding me?
She was in there, Viola Davis crying.
Jesus. What'd you say, Biggs?
She was Viola Davis crying.
Oh,
yes. It was that. No, my friend had a box of a brand new box of tissues with her, and they were halfway gone by the time the rest of us got out of there.
Wow.
What about you, Will?
Hey, listen, I'm a sucker for sound design and sound quality in general. The fact that the whole title card played, there was absolutely no sound. The fact that we opened in pitch black and you just hear her starting to pray, and the second we get lights, her stepping through the door, and that's when all the sound rushes in and the chaos of it. I was like, oh, hold on, wait, I wasn't ready. Oh shit.
That
it was heavy.
Yeah.
It was. I was wearing war paint and could not afford. I had tissues on me, and I'm like, I can't cry. I got war paint on. I'll be smearing it all over my face. I fought tooth and nail. For fans that know me, folks that know me, they know, like, it's behind me, it's around me. I'm like, yo, this was not an easy task. This was not an easy pill to follow. However, it was, in my opinion, the best that they've done, because they really tapped into the emotion of that scene with Shuri in the lab and struggling and trying to, and when they say the lines that he told her, and it was almost too late. So now she's rushing to find out. That's how fans felt when Chadwick passed. They were just like, no one knew. He kept it secret. So to use that and convey it in such a way that emotionally you felt it, spoke volumes. These scenes,
it's hard to see this image because you felt everything in that moment. Everything.
I think what really helped it for me is to see the village dancing,
celebrating,
the
celebration,
and that took the edge off a little bit, because as you know, when you have that death, there's a lot of mourning and there's crying and there are people snotting and everything, and however, it just makes it better when you're in a better place. And the beginning fucked him up for real.
And I have to say,
I
gotta pay homage to them for how they wrote the beginning. They didn't come up with some convoluted reason why he's no longer around. They didn't come up with some superhero-esque reason why T'Challa's no longer here. They kept it so real world that they had Shuri trying to fix a medical issue that was too late, and you felt the urgency in her as she's trying to find the
solution,
the antidote, the serum to fix him, until she got the word. And when she collapsed, everybody collapsed. It's just like, wow, this is real. The surreality of it it's really real.
Right. Moving on, and I'm putting respect on this woman's name. Queen Angela Ramonda Bassett.
Wow.
The scene she does in the UN. And for those who have read Reginald Hudlin's run on Black Panther, and when T'Chaka pretty much is giving that same exact speech, I'm sitting there like, I was wondering when somebody was gonna say it, because I like it was going to be said. And during that time, as that's going on, who was it? The French and whomever else trying to break in.
It was something that looked like the reverse of United States or something like that. I'm trying to read it. It looked like United States backwards.
It was chez les quoi boubou. Yes, they were trying to go.
They
were trying to get to.
And to find out like while they're going there calling themselves trying to take over something, we meet Michaela Coles and Nika. And she gets pushed down, and I'm like,
her beautiful self. Let's go.
Cheeks.
Yes. It's giving Grace Jones. It's giving Grace Jones. I swear to God.
Yes.
All day.
And when that door opens and you see Okoye, I was just like, that's their ass. It's over.
Surprise, motherfucker.
It's over.
And then that wig comes off. He's like, ee! I was like, oh yeah.
It's a wrap. And Ryan, what you think?
No, in between though, like the ass kicking, it was the part for me where she's like, "Where's your spear?" That was the part for me. Like in between all the fight, like dudes is going left to right, like they're not even breaking a sweat. And she's like, "What are you doing right now?" Like, not in my watch, do you break tradition? And she was like, "Well,
and why are you?
I'm watching you too, boo. I got eyes everywhere. You're not alone in this. I trust you. We're gonna talk after work."
Yeah, exactly. Like she was just, I was like, is she really stabbing somebody while she's addressing, like, what are you doing right now? Like, why are you not in like command? Like I told you, like, what are you doing? What's going on? It's just amazing. I love them. But yeah, it was definitely their ass. When they walked out, I was like, yeah, y'all gone. I was like, all right.
Y'all done fucked up.
Kira, what'd you think?
I love that scene. I love the surprise of them popping out of the dark, out of nowhere. I don't know how far into this I can go because I want to talk about them outfits. I need to.
you
know me.
We're gonna cover the office. I got
okay.
it.
I'm gonna hold it. I'm gonna hold it. But yes,
all that, boo. Talk about all that.
I'm hungry for the plates that we're serving.
Right?
Yes.
What
you got? What you got, Montel?
That scene, I already knew that there was, you have to start introducing the villain in this, and of course, the way the Dora Milaje came out, spot on, amazing, absolutely amazing. Because one, the Dora alone remind me of Woman King.
Yes. Yes.
That's where they said. That's where they said they got it from originally. Even the original creator.
Yeah.
A Black Panther. Or the Dora, I should say. They got it from that tribe. Yeah.
And just the fact that they came out and just displayed it so well. They didn't dumb it down like their presence was just going to just minimize. No, they let them ladies cut loose. Absolutely straight loose.
I do love when the doors show up. Nix, what you got?
Man, if I love the part that Ryan pointed out as well too. It was giving Squidward like, and why aren't you in uniform?
Why aren't you in your uniform?
Like I'm handling business like y'all. I ain't got the spirit.
Where's your spear?
I'm being effective. I'm not just sitting. But yeah, when they came out them shadows, this is the moment we knew they fucked up.
Yeah.
Somewhere John Walker was sitting back finding out about it. He was like, I could have told them this was not going to work.
Had you just asked me.
He sounded like holding his arm, like, oh shit, they gonna take it off.
all again.
Will,
what you think?
I just want an extended cut of once they drop old boys off in the UN.
Dude,
it's like his be happy we ain't killed these fools.
It's that right here. The be happy.
And they storm out. Like I want to know what's the conversation. Everybody else just turn and look at France. Like really, really.
They all looked at them like they were looking at us to start the trouble, and here it is. It was y'all.
French, we already don't like y'all anyway. Okay,
no, y'all ain't. We ain't cool. We ain't cool.
Y'all.
If I could go back though, the scene with the door was amazing, but Angela, god damn it, she is something else to watch on that screen during that UN scene. Like literally every scene she was in, stolen.
She's a
like even with her even her being in the water, I was like, God, why? Damn, Angela, like every scene. You mentioned every scene.
And somewhere Courtney B. Vance is like, I am the most blessed and lucky man right now.
You don't
yes,
ever
you
have
are,
to
my guy. Yes, you are. I envy Courtney B. Vance. Because
every scene, Courtney's like, hello.
Yes.
Yes, baby.
Y'all ain't broke up yet?
I'll be ready. I'll be ready, baby. Just come on home.
Damn, Will and Jade. I want Courtney.
Courtney B. I want Courtney and Angela. This is some action, right? But yes, every scene.
You know what?
Miss Bassett.
Brown chicken, brown cow, the Wakanda edition.
She commanded that scene. She commanded every scene she stepped in. Every scene.
Everything.
That is what you call top tier. That's exactly.
But we all know that academy is gonna rob her ass again.
Yeah. So let's touch on her academies. 74 nominations, if I'm not mistaken.
Up. Shut up.
And only 21 wins, and none of them are the academies.
Yeah.
Oh, that's ugly.
That is
ugly.
That is.
Oh, that's unbecoming of a lady. What is that?
They don't want to recognize our greatness. They don't want to recognize our strength. They don't want to recognize our prowess, which is why on December 10th, the DOSG Awards.
On it.
Shameless plug. I love it.
No, wait.
Facebook, Twitch.
I like that though. That was smooth, dude. That was good. That was good.
Yes, right.
Exactly.
But see, and it was very much reminiscent of when Cheryl Lee Ralph had just recently won her award, for being now on Abbott Elementary, and I'm like, wait, she's never won at all.
Crazy, right?
Nope.
Yeah, I was shocked
Like
too.
I'm like, this woman has been on Broadway. She's been acting. She's a singer.
She should have had an EGOT by now.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yep.
Absolutely.
So when
you
I
should have
so
two by
two
now.
at best. So when I when I was checking out Angela Bassett's bio on her, I'm like, y'all didn't get this woman an award yet. She got nominated for What's Love Got to Do with It, but still didn't win. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Who beat her out? I'm gonna look this up.
I can't remember who beat her out, but she was. I'm like,
I bet it was Meryl Streep. I bet
you it was.
I wouldn't.
I was just thinking that, but I didn't want to voice it. I really did.
It was Meryl Streep. I put good money on that shit.
So
say your name.
We've gone from
Meryl. I'm out.
We've gone from the UN introduction and the powerhouse scene there, but then we get these moments with Queen Ramonda and Shuri, which I love. I know there's an extended edition coming out. I already know it. I know this. There are scenes that they definitely had extended on, and I'm guaranteed. I stand by it like blue magic. I stand by it.
Chris, who you talking to? Who you been talking to?
Yeah. I stand by it.
I'm talking to you.
This scene.
All right.
This
You
is
ain't got to name names.
this scene. I stand by it.
No names.
But this scene,
all.
I would
None,
love to see
nada.
that scene more touched on. The scenes between Shuri and Ramonda, because when they go out to the beachfront, they're talking, and she's trying to bring her down. She's trying to. You've been mourning. It's time to let go. It's time to, kind of address it. And you never really got a lot of these moments before, and it was nice to see this between a mother and daughter, and to have these discussions. And she's teaching her, she's telling her, she's like, there are still old ways that must be addressed. There is a way to kind of go forward and still do this, because as we all know, Shuri's all about tech. Shuri's all about the now and the future. She's not much, as M'Baku once said, she scoffs at tradition
and the tangible too.
Yeah,
child who scoffs at tradition.
Yeah, so to see that, and then out of nowhere, Cool Khan shows up.
Aqua
I
Daddy.
was gonna do that.
Aqua Poppy, wait. Aqua Poppy, here he is.
So for those who are just joining us, Kira has a thing for the water peoples. And I mean, she has a thing for
hopefully not the Avatar water people.
So. No.
No.
The only blue people I'm looking for is the Taliban.
No. Yeah.
Okay. Just make sure it's Talokan, because otherwise,
Wait, don't hurt my feelings like that, man. Don't do that.
And Aquaman, she has.
I'm just trying to establish what direction we're going.
Yeah, she has. And Aquaman, she has Water Daddy, and King Namor or King Namor.
Okay, now with that, I'm with Aquaman. I got you right there. I'm with that.
See, we all can get along. I love the 31 flavors of water, man. I'm liking where it's going.
Wow.
I had a wine, but yeah, there you go.
And then King Namor has Aqua Poppy, and I'm like,
Aqua Poppy, hey, oh my God, that man is gorgeous. I'm sorry.
So shout out to
Namor. I can't do it.
Yeah. So shout out number one to Tanoka Huerta, who is really, and he's really been on this run about representation. Once again, that rings true in this film. This representation of Black and brown people in the Mayan cultures and the Latino cultures. And he was like, the darker skinned Latinos are finally getting leads, and they get. Wow, did that come out of me like that? Wow.
Yeah, I caught that, son.
Yes, we saw the accent come out of you.
Wow, that was the body coming out of you. But
wow, okay, all right.
He was
you're not from South LA, my guy.
I might have to check that ancestry again. I thought it was just Nigerian Bali.
Please forgive me. My name is Chris. I come from Cleveland.
Hey, fuck that, Chris. Talk your shit, Holmes.
Right. I'm like, it came out so smooth. I'm like,
call him Stevie. Why call him Stevie?
We call him Zorro.
Yeah, do a little more digging. I thought it was just Nigerian and Bali and Cameroonian.
We got dropped off a little bit earlier in certain places than others. It all mixed together.
There's got to be some South America somewhere in there. So we get introduced to Namor, and in the most quiet of moments, and I'm just like, yo, dude, how did you sneak on? And then you got this huge ass machine. How did you get? I'm like, yo, my guy, this is a threat already.
Real quick, in the theater that I was in, it was Mun and Shuri talking on the shore, and he said it got quiet, and then you see him come out of the water. I swear, there had to have been at least 30 women in front of me, and about 40 behind me that went, and one of them said, literally, I hear someone go, bitch. And everybody was done.
When you sit beside somebody, you can feel them kind of inhale. So I'm beside my wife, right? Like you can just feel somebody go. I felt that. And I'm looking.
He's like, hey, you doing too much over there. Hey, calm that down.
The percentage of oxygen just rapidly decreased just now.
You good? You cool?
Yeah, you get all the women around it doing like this. I'm like, hey.
You start to
that was the loudest exultation of bruh I ever heard in a theater.
So we're gonna start with Will on this one. Will, what did you take?
Will's like, damn, why me?
He's like, it was supposed to be ladies first on this one. I'm like, switch the tables. Gotcha. No,
you don't say no comment. I got you, bro. You
No.
Other than the oxygen being depleted out the room, what was your take on just him just coming out of nowhere?
Well, real quick, Nix, I just want to, I got your back, homie, because when Killmonger first took his shirt off in the first one, my wife was like clutching, like, get off of me. Ow, I didn't do it.
Lord Jesus.
But, Ryan's face is like, oh, I remember.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Oh, my goodness.
But when he first shows up in Wakanda, it's crazy dope because he's not even there to be aggressive, but he at the same time is clear that he feels absolutely no threat whatsoever. He's taking in the sights, he's smelling the air. He's like, yo, y'all just live out here all the time? And they got spears pointed at him. He's just like, yeah, that's cute. Listen.
Y'all live here?
Yeah.
I
like,
never
this
knew.
is nice.
It's y'all beach.
Wait, when y'all move in?
This is nice.
I forgot the casserole to welcome you to the neighborhood.
Man. Nix.
Namor established very quickly and very subtly that he is not one to try or be effed with in any kind of way.
Mm-hmm.
Namor, just as a threat in general, when it comes to the pantheon of Marvel villains, he's highly ranked up there because it's not like he's coming with some forceful tactics or he hates any one Avenger or one person. Like, he has this entire nation and he's coming to seek help. But understand that I need you, but I don't fucking need you.
Yeah. Yeah, he was ready for the smoke.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
we're gonna talk about who's ready for the smoke.
Like, Namor established himself quickly. And can I just say how I geeked the absolute fuck out when he says that I am a mutant?
Yeah.
I was like, let's go.
We're gonna go to ladies and then I'm gonna come to Montel. Ryan.
The old man last, I understand. My time is almost expired in this world.
Oxygen aside.
I smell CO2.
I
smell the CO2.
Right.
Yes.
Oh my.
No, Neymar was just straight gangster off the top. Like when he dropped that helicopter, I said, "Oh my God." I was just like, because you didn't even see it coming. I thought she was gonna be in the next film, but a spinoff or something. The lady in the helicopter. I was like, "Oh my God!" Like when it just was like nothing. It was like it was a little toy in the air that he just dropped it with, and then like it got real for me when he put the seashell on the ocean. He was like, oh, so you call me this way. Like he didn't hear nothing else they said. He was like, so when you find her, you call me. You belong to this. I'll be here. I said, yo, you don't even need an iPhone, a Droid, like just straight up seashell. Just I was just like, I'm done. Like it was just like one way there.
My
he
man
pulled up
in the club. He said, when you find her, you call me.
Exactly. And yep.
Walked off. Kira.
Yep. Then you do another exhale after that.
Kira.
So, first I would like to say,
they said we're flying backwards.
Yes. Some more.
Yeah. Watch out, Aqua Puppy.
God bless his mother and father. Because good God, look at that. Look at that. That is a man. That's a man.
Jesus.
That is a man. But yeah, no, all jokes aside, I like a man that knows that, he can break you a little bit. I don't mind it. Yeah. I feel Ryan, you just called back a memory for me of America's Booty. When he was holding on to that helicopter and holding on to that building, he don't got Namor strength. He about it like that. He about it like that. I have never been so confused and impressed and wanted to try waterboarding so much in my entire life.
Ma'am.
Oh my God! Not the waterboard.
I was afraid, but also enamored with all of the things that he was talking about. I was on his side. This entire thing. I will defend Namor to the end of time. To the end of time. He's right. Him and Killmonger was right. Namor is righter.
He's a special kind of toxic. You considering legal torture.
Don't follow him to the end.
Legal torture.
He's a special kind of toxic.
I'm gonna stand by him. I'm gonna stand by him.
That's mine.
That's your man. That's mine. That's mine.
Holy
cow. What you got, Martel?
Wow. The introduction of Namor for me, and as you guys know, Nix and Chris, you guys know, I am a longtime comic fan.
Yeah.
Long time. And I was always wondering when they were going to bring him to the movies because he is an OG. We're talking about he was with the Invaders. He was out there before with the Fantastic Four, trying to get into Sue Storm's pants all the time.
I have no idea why. She's basic.
I don't either.
She's very basic.
She looks like one of those empty paper towel tubes. With
have you seen what's in Marvel? And that's what you want, my God?
Depends on who she's drawn by.
I got Monica running around.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like, oh, look at the tube. She's beautiful. I want to show her many things under the sea. Under the sea.
You look at it good. Under the sea. You saw the reflection off her force.
Come with me under the sea. You don't have to pick nice. But what I loved about his introduction is one, it was steeped in another culture that has been misunderstood, long studied, but never connected. And I love the connectivity between the culture of Wakanda and now you got Talokan with their leader who has been in the trenches for the longest time, dripping in vibranium. Looking
literally
like he says in the movie, looking like what Imperious Rex. When he made that line, I lost my shit in the theater. No one understood why.
Yes.
He realized that's his battle cry. He usually says that before he goes and kicks somebody's ass.
He put it on full 10 when he says that.
Yes, but when he came out of the water, and of course he told him what he was looking for and what he's trying to do, and he puts the conch shell on the beach. I got vibes of The Godfather from that. So here's what I want you to do. When you find her, I want you to use this to contact me, okay? Because if you don't,
Dark Knight vibe.
I was like, there'll be dignity to pay. And then he disappears. I'm sitting there going, nigga, you just gave them a shell, and either you will or won't. And after that, it's like, we can't tell you who it is. He gave you a shell. What the fuck are you gonna do? You don't even know who he is, and now you're like, Girl, he gave us a shell. We can't tell you who he is, but we got to find out who he is.
I mean, I sympathize.
Among other things, Kira. Among other things,
I feel him. I would like to say
she's gotten shiny all of a sudden. So I don't know.
Pardon me.
So I'm gonna reiterate what Nix was saying earlier. The fact that we finally got a character that was mentioned as an actual mutant in the MCU. Now we're here now. We've had teases with Miss Marvel. There's been tossing around. He's been the first one to literally let it come off. Yes, he's the mutant. He's here. Showing his backstory was this is what I'm liking about Marvel. They humanize their villains. They humanize their villain, and it makes you say it does make you attention. Yeah, it makes you question: are they or aren't they right? You
DC,
know,
pay attention. Pay attention, DC.
It makes you care just enough to say, I see where he's going with this. I see where Killmonger is going with this.
Listen,
I get what Thanos is talking about.
Put it all down. I'm just saying.
We get to break foots off and some slavers. Okay. Good movie.
The minute he did it, I was just like, I see
and that damn priest. Can we talk about that damn little priest? Abomination! You are an abomination. Walk around with that damn potato sack on. He's talking about abomination.
Yeah.
Can you spell abomination? No.
Yeah, no.
Nope.
He's Will always says great script writing and can do great script writing can do that. Yeah. And they had it in droves. They did. They really did. They had some moments where you're just like, damn, and it makes you take a step back and really take a look at some things. And they really didn't waste time on bringing on his intro, on how he came to be, or any of that.
The pacing was right on point.
Yeah, they got to it.
Was spot on.
Now, here was the shining moment for me, and I know in an extended cut it's going to be there. This brother here,
M'Baku
brought something I did not expect to the film. One was comedy.
Yeah. Yep.
I took that line personally, just so you know.
Yeah. Well, see, I didn't. All I said is when he said it, I went like, ooh. And then I looked around in the room and I'm like, okay, nobody jumped on him. You're the only brother who's gotten away with ever saying that line to the Dora.
Who gonna jump on?
You're bald headed.
Like the minute he said, "You bald-headed demon," he was like, "So the fish man is go by the Wakanda perimeters, and if it was me, my people were on there. They just had been on the pike." And he calls Okoye a bald-headed demon. I'm like, "Do you really?" I'm like, "Dude, you are bold."
But wait, he's not wrong. She would fuck him up real good. She on demon time for real. She would tear his whole body up.
I'm like,
yeah, I agree with William. That's the line that modern day brothers right now. That's how you get shit thrown at you.
You better not. Look. Like, what'd you do, man? When I called her bald headed, I said, "Stop right." Somebody come knocking on my brother come knocking on my door. What you doing? Like I called her bald headed. I'm gonna stop you right there, man. I'll let you sleep in the car because I can't let you in the house.
So you a bald headed demon. Meanwhile, as we're reading his eulogy,
right? But he provided something,
guy.
Next to the comedy that he was providing in the film, he provided something else I didn't see coming, and that was counsel.
Yeah, sound counsel.
It's very sound counsel. And I said, I like what they're doing with this character. As a matter of fact, I like how they're taking the history of all these characters in the MCU, and they're tweaking them just enough where it makes sense. And it's not just always a villain, it's always a bad guy and always something. There's just a difference of opinion. And that's what it is with the gorilla tribe, the white gorilla tribe, and with the Wakandans. It's just a difference of opinion, and when he provides that counsel, I'm sitting back just kind of like taken aback because I'm like, yo, dude, you normally for all the smoke. And here you are at the funeral for T'Challa, backing him up.
But
here you are in the council.
If
speaking sense.
If you look at when Black Panther came out, we didn't get a lot of history about the Jabari tribe.
Exactly.
All we pretty much got is how M'Baku presented himself and how he ruled his tribe. But the way he carried himself, you could look and say, this brother, you could sit down and have a conversation with him, and he would throw all types of knowledge and a way for it to come out. And it came out here. And I said, this is the other half of the book that we were starting to read. Now we've gotten part 2. Let's go.
Yeah. And I love how he said that. He was like, what, did you think we didn't have books? You know?
And they all
I'm like, he's got a point. He might get a man the floor, you know?
If you're not reading the new series Wakanda, pick up issue number 2. M'Baku shines in that issue.
Yes. This is what I enjoy about this type of film. They're not afraid. They say, no, look, there are stories that gotta be told. Yeah. There are characters that are being developed. It's there. And when you tap into it, it makes you want to see more. I can't wait for this extended Blu-ray to drop. Because it's there.
I feel like it's flexing because he knows some shit that we don't know.
You know it. You know he knows something.
Look, there were scenes from Black Panther that I've seen on the extended cuts that I'm just like, yo, I would have loved. There's a scene at the end of Black Panther when T'Challa and they're going into the UN at the very end of the film, and what is his name? Martin Freeman's character. I can't think of his name right now. Ross. Ross. Everett Ross goes ahead and he speaks Kosa, and he's basically saying he's trying to say good luck, and I don't know what the other half he was trying to say, but he said good luck, something about his socks.
Yeah,
and he said it perfectly. It's just Okoye and Oya, they sat back and they had the biggest cheese grins. They had the biggest shit eating grins on their faces, and T'Challa had to look like, you tried. And he was like, hey, like, I've been practicing. And you could tell, like, which one of y'all put him up to that? Y'all said that just to see you. But I like Everett Ross because he's a true ally.
Yeah.
And it shows, especially in this film. He's a true ally. He was just like, yo, I'm trying to be the peacekeeper. I'm trying to watch everything that's going on. No, I'm not going to tell you where they are. No, I'm not going to expose the secret or anything else. You know, why would I? They saved my life. You know, so to see a lot of that being brought in forefront, and then we get but to go into that place, before we get to that, we were introduced to Riri Williams.
Yes,
we get Riri for the first time. We always know we was going to get her. This is her Mach 1-esque suit, of course.
That Joker was sexy. I don't care what anyone said. That Joker was sexy as fuck.
This is a fun suit because the fact that it doesn't nearly look as bad as Tony's Mach 1.
It's definitely better.
It's definitely better, you know, considering what she has and what she was using. And I like her introduction, even though it wasn't the strongest of points in the film. I like that they're introducing her because she's not the main point of the film. Because it could have been any scientist.
I kind of wish they did a little bit more backstory on her. Like, I know the focus was Wakanda and Namor and their battle, but I kind of wish they gave a little bit more of a peek into her backstory or how she even got into MIT.
Yeah.
How could she even afford it? Like, is she there on scholarship? Like, okay, did she just bust her ass? Did she cheat to get in? Like, I know what her backstory is in the comics.
Yeah.
I wish they would have given her a little bit more depth instead of just being like, oh, I'm from kind of, I don't want to say
Chicago.
I'm from the hood and this is me and this is how you're going to take me and accept me. I'm not going to change any kind of, you know what I mean? Like, it wasn't that severe, but it was still, there was a little bit.
It's implied. It's implied.
Right.
Montel, I know
you. Characters though, like they touch on some of the characters in some movie that even in Civil War, we kind of got little glimpses T'Challa, but we didn't really get him fleshed out till Black Panther. I think with Riri, they're kind of doing the same. They're just giving glimpses of Riri, and you'll get more of her for the series Ironheart when it comes out.
I hope they don't miss. Oh God, Jesus
like moments
Lord.
where, like, when she's talking, like when they mention her father, and like she's, you know, just in pieces, in pieces, you know. And I'm like, I'm interested. Oh, I'm more than interested. You know, I know it's coming. I have the patience for it. So, you know, I like what she's bringing. Shout out to Dominic Thorne. Fantastic job bringing this character to life.
I like her. She lit it.
She handled her. She handled that.
Montel, I know you're a big fan of Ironheart. What did you think?
The introduction, loved it. Again, enough for us to gain interest in the character, but not too much that we don't look forward to seeing what else is going to happen. And that's always the thing about, and I'm noticing this with this particular series, they give you enough in the introduction so that you can start garnering an interest in the character, but they don't overwhelm you to the point where you're like, okay, well, fine, we'll just relegate you to the background. We'll see what else is going to happen with the main characters. No, she becomes one of the main characters by just the strength of her character and her personality.
Right.
And I just love how they brought her to the forefront without explaining too much and reading her from the comics. And I think I'm probably the oldest guy in here, and I'm probably the oldest guy in the theater. You hear me going, it's Riri! I let out a squeal. My friend said, "You okay?" I said, "Yeah, cold." It's Riri. Oh my God, because I get excited when I see characters. And Chris, Nix, and I, we've had this conversation where we're seeing Black characters finally coming to the forefront that we've not seen ever. And this is one of those characters who, just like Miles Morales, has had an impact on our young generation. To see this, fucking excited.
That's
I love it.
Crazy when that day comes. They put Miles on screen. Holy shit.
Mufasa. That's all I gotta say. Mufasa.
Oh man, Ryan, what'd you think?
That I was on the same thing. I was like, Riri. And everybody was like, my sister was like, what are you talking about? Like, Riri.
Wait, what you
that part.
What'd you say? You know, he's like, Riri. But you know, people like, I had people on either side of me like just looking like,
who that?
Like, what you talking about?
And that's what I got.
So. And that ain't Rihanna.
Yeah, everybody was thinking, right, exactly.
Yeah.
They were like, what are you talking about?
There's a reason why. There's a reason why when I picked it, when I buy seats, you know, because I can order them online, so I get my seats always either in the back, and closest to the stairs, so that way I ain't got to worry about somebody on this side. It's just my wife and one of the kids on this side, so they ain't gonna worry about it. I'm like, so if I get a Riri, they just was like, that's just
dad.
That's just what you do.
But the bravery in this character, though, I was like, that was when she went up to the sky without an oxygen mask on. I was like, she didn't come to play.
Yo, that was Tony Stark level.
Yeah. Yes, that was amazing. I was like, she is not getting ready to do this, and then she just like free falling, and all of a sudden just snaps back. I was like, man, these women are badass.
Now
like, it's so cool.
Now, Ryan, Kira, I want to see if y'all noticed this when she went up there and she hit that missile. How she calculated the angle just right
to not hit.
I was like, bitch, you serious?
I'm not gonna lie.
Yep.
I was in the theater, and the first thing I said when I seen it, I'm like, black girl magic.
Yep. There you go.
All day, baby.
Yep.
You're welcome.
I had like the row in front of me and the row behind me was just like, that's right, baby.
Yep.
Will, what did you think?
Hey man, I love the introduction being all about her coin. Like, she ran up on old boy with yesterday's price is not today's price.
Right.
Like, I applauded her for that line.
And made sure that he paid in full. I love that. And then just
your bimbo.
I love the fact as well that maybe this might have slipped past a lot of the audience, but she's sort of a victim in all of this, because the whole thing that got Namor on her ass, that was a class project. She is completing an assignment for school that the United States government confiscated And now it's put this little black girl in a whole shitstorm. She had nothing to do with. I was like, man,
this is true.
But the way she handled her business, I loved it.
Yes,
she was recruited by the League of Reams of Paper.
So, as we're introduced to Riri, obviously the feds show up, bastards. So there's a big chase going on, and always, Sherry goes her way, Riri's going her way, Okoye's doing her thing, and she's tearing up the car. It's Okoye. It's so primitive. So, but I love it. But when you want to talk about somebody who's always for the smoke, this dude.
Hey my guy. He is a problem. He is a problem.
Is an issue.
The portrayal of Atuma was incredible.
Atuma he was the fuck around and the find out.
Yes.
This is
I don't even think he gave you a chance to fuck around. You just found out.
You just found out.
That's it.
With the
you
scene
didn't find out, you were just out.
Yeah, when the scene where they're on the bridge and Namora is there and Atuma is there, and shout out to the actress who's playing Namora as well.
Yeah,
it is.
She's gorgeous,
scene,
right?
Yes.
She is gorgeous.
This scene when Okoye was like, "All right, let me knock these folks out the way," and she does. And she's getting ready to turn, and here's Atuma, and the next thing you know, these three Tayukans just get right back up. She's like, Namora says, rise. And they get up, heal, and I'm like, yo, we got a problem.
Sorry.
We got a problem.
Why did this happen? I don't understand. Somebody explain it.
I know I killed that one.
Yes.
I know I killed that one.
I know.
Is that the same one?
Go through.
That was a death-dealing blow I gave you. I have a spear. Yeah. That was a vital organ. I know I stabbed and sliced you in the neck.
You know what? I need Disney to ease up on the no blood stuff. Because that would have hit even harder if they had the blood stuff going on in there. Although I don't know what color their blood would be.
I was just going to ask that question. What color would that bit of blood have been?
Yeah.
It would have been blue.
Oh my gosh, they're leaking water. Oh no, they're leaking water.
But
what do we do? Really, their plumbing is broken.
But I think the thing that really turned the tide, at least in the Tayukan's favor, was Atuma saying, "Oh, she can fight. Y'all go ahead.
Yeah, I got this.
It's been a while since I had a good one, and he proceeds to go in and lean in, and she's giving everything. Okoye is giving everything.
Ryan, I saw your face. I'm with you. I'm with you.
But
I was in so much pain. I was like, no.
When he hit that move on her, I'm like, yo.
Wait, time out. Like time out.
Not the general.
That's not cool. Wait. You cheated. No. We gotta reset.
And she had to hit that spear to stop her from sliding off the bridge. I'm like, yo. It's gonna take a couple of y'all to take this dude down.
Hey, ref.
Like, no.
Call it time out.
Get serious. We gotta shoot this nigga. I'm sorry.
Yeah, for real. Give me a gun.
Something.
Jesus. Bullets.
But this is the battle that Okoye lost, and they got Shuri and they got Riri in the process.
Yep.
When she goes back to Wakanda, that entire scene was so heartbreaking.
This was the one.
That was a painful scene to watch.
This was the one.
Because this was not the scene we thought it was. We thought this was because T'Challa's passing. No, this is when Queen Ramonda was leaning into her ass. She was like, you sided with Killmonger when he took over the throne. You lost my daughter when you said that you would keep her safe. You pretty much are fired. Hurt.
I thought
hurt.
You
know what? I got where she was coming from.
She wasn't wrong, dude. You got a job. You fucked up not once, not twice, but 3 times.
Yeah, when she addressed it that way, I was just like, damn, she's right.
I can't let you keep leading and failing, my guy. I depend on you. You the leader of my army. I can't have it. I will not have it.
And in the same breath, it reminded me when T'Challa had Claw. When he had Claw and they got ambushed by Killmonger and his crew. He had him dead to rights. He was in his custody. And he was going to bring him back. But they got ambushed, and it was the same thing. It was just like, what could she have done?
Precisely. So, and looking at that, this is where you start seeing the first vestiges of how grief was affecting Ramonda, because her judgment in that situation, there was no logic. It was all emotion.
That's not my point.
You lost my daughter. But think about this though, because Okoye was almost in an impossible position. It was only one of her. Ramonda wasn't there. But when she got back and saw that Shuri wasn't with her, instead of finding out what happened, she only saw the result.
And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that her grief and her emotion should have been underwritten from her logic as a queen. Don't get me wrong. I fully understand that when it comes to grief, ain't no fucking rules. But looking at it from a logical standpoint, she was wrong.
Hold on.
I love it. Let's do it.
Hold on.
I love it. I signed up for this.
I ain't no affidavit. What the fuck? I ain't no affidavit. Who's David?
Wait, where'd you go get? Oh Lord! Whoa, Lord!
I signed up for this. I signed up.
All right. I told
ballistic goggles. Here we go. Because I'm not ready for this. This is not nigga. I make sure I'm set for this. Y'all think this was a decoration? Oh fuck no! I like my eyes.
Okay.
Wow.
I told you 7 years ago to go out and no. 7 years ago, you decided that tradition overruled the righteousness of my son ruling. You let my son be thrown the hell away. You did not go and look for him. You let this usurper come into your kingdom and you just let him walk all over us. Okay, cool, bet. You want to do your job? We're going to stick with that. We're going to stick with that then, right? You decided when I told you to not take my daughter that you said, nah, I got this. You lost it. And you lost the entire reason for taking my daughter there in the first place. No, you got to go. I'm sorry. You are not doing your job. You did not. That is your job. Your job is to protect Wakanda. You're not doing it. And even that's not even putting emotion into it. My son died. My daughter is probably dead. And this motherfucking Namor is about to drown this entire goddamn continent. No, boo boo, you losing your job. You making me look bad. I gotta find somebody else to do the job.
So do you think it was more in that particular scene, which is a strong, powerful scene in the first place? Let's just get that on the table.
Yeah,
that's a powerful scene.
Yeah.
When she goes into that explanation, but she's in she's in this state. She's there. She is there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I understand her logic. I don't disagree. However, it's one of those moments where you couldn't take that behind the scenes.
That's it.
Yeah.
You know, like you couldn't call her to a throne. Like, could you not call her into your room or something and address it then or something?
A private chamber, perhaps.
In private chamber, yeah, something.
But she got it. But you know what it is? As a queen, you have to show strength. You have to show that you're not going to let this continue. You're not going to hide it. You're going to show how strong you are in these particular instances, and you cannot have anybody question your direction. And she had to do that right then. She had to. It was shitty, and she was pissed as hell. But that's the job. Like, you can't show weakness.
Right. Ryan, what you think?
Oh, she was sick and tired. She was tired. Like she wasn't gonna take that to the back. Yeah, she had that look on her face. She wasn't taking that to the back. She was tired. She was like, look, this is my daughter. I don't know what y'all got going on here. I'm losing everybody left and right. When she got up off the throne, I was like, oh, here we go. Because everybody, she was getting like Okoye was just looking around, nobody was saying anything.
Nope.
And I was like, oh boy, she pissed now.
To be
Like, she
alone on an
back.
island. To be alone.
But you know who didn't help? That councilman that was like, are we being a little too hard on her? Because then she like, well, her man is sitting over here in my kingdom, mine dead, but her man sitting over here. I was like, sir, you was not helping. You're not helping.
Be quiet.
Like, not at all.
So they
mentioned,
like without mentioning Wakabi, I'm like,
yeah, he kind of spoke up at the wrong time.
I'm like, you know, Wakabi. I don't even think she's dealing with Wakabi at this point. Like he had a whole rhinoceros sicked on her, and the rhinoceros was like, "That's Mama. Have you lost your mind?"
Mm-hmm.
You know. Will, what'd you think about that in particular scene? What hurt was when she cried. That's what got me. But what did you think about that scene?
That was the Oscar moment for me. Because
for both of them.
You talking about she when she brought up Wakabi, she's like, at least she can still go see Wakabi. Where's my husband? I was like, oh no. Oh,
that part.
It got worse.
I was like, it was like,
tell me.
That was it. Literally was like somebody moving a full cup and hoping not to tip it over until you hit that crease in the table. They go, Geronimo, and that's what it was. Everything just spilled out. It was just like, fuck it, I don't even care anymore. You out of here.
I was that. I don't know. I don't mean to cut you off. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Please, by all means, go ahead, my dear. By all means, cut me off. Continue, please.
No, never. Like that for me, talking about Oscar moments, that was the scene that let you know nothing and no one is safe from loss in this entire movie. Y'all are everything is at risk. Everything is at risk. Anything and everything that you felt comfort with is gone.
Now, prior to all of this, when we get that introduction with Riri and we have Okoye and Riri going into the room, great scene. Number one, just funny, just a funny scene.
You could leave me here.
The fact that she's talking about the ash on her head, and I'm like, what's wrong with this? I'm like, these sisters are dressed to the nines right now, and you're talking about. I'm like, yo, okay, all right, you're talking about the ash on her head. I think she looks gorgeous. And I'm not saying that because she could kill me with a look. I'm just saying.
Oh, that scene. I jumped ahead. My bad. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So it's just I didn't know Shuri can make the tracksuit look sharp. I'm like, this
I had an 80s flashback from that one.
Yeah, so it was a plain looking suit, but yet I'm like,
it was definitely giving cross colors.
Yeah,
all I kept hearing is
it was giving a vibe. It was giving a vibe.
I heard Slick Rick in the back somewhere going, "Hey, young world."
Yeah.
Hey, young world. That's right. I show how old I am.
It was a strong scene. So obviously Riri and Shuri have been taken by Namor's people.
Mm-hmm.
We get to see Talokan underwater.
Beautiful.
Namor took
Shuri
down to the valley.
Yeah. Talk about cinematography here.
The design team who did that, massive kudos. It was a spectacle to behold from every aspect.
That underwater kingdom look. Because Atlantis was beautiful, but damn,
they knew what they were doing. They had this has been planned for so long. When didn't he say that Ryan Coogler? He said that he wanted Namor. He called dibs. So this is well over 10 years in his head. Over 10 years in his head.
He been wanting this. And it was, I'm like, I'm no lie. As I'm seeing this, as I was seeing the whole underwater city of Talokan, and I'm just
the
like
grand tour.
I'm like, Avatar who? I'm like,
Sir, please send that back.
Say it, Ryan. Go ahead, Ryan. She would have said
that's not cooked enough for me. Sir.
I was nervous. I thought about it. I was nervous. I was like, it's been waiting like 9 years for this Avatar movie, and I was like, they had one scene, with the vibranium sun. I was like, I was done.
That was fire.
Did you hear the news about how he has to? So he has a budget that was like so massively big that this sequel has to become the third or fourth largest grossing film ever in order to break even.
It ain't happening, boo.
I was
I'm gonna let you know that ain't that.
How do you put yourself in that position?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For Avatar.
This is gonna be a problem.
It's not happening. I'm not paying money to see that.
I wasn't interested in the first place with the first one. I'm like, really? Here, let's inject white people. Now you're talking about blue people. I'm not interested.
Like, how do you put yourself in that position the way you have to become a third gross?
Because of James Cameron. Because it's James Cameron, you know,
It ain't happening. It ain't
put so much on that name. That name does not carry as much clout as it once did. I'm sorry.
I'm waiting till this movie drops. I want to see what these first week numbers look like because I'm gonna get that Cat Williams meme. That Cat Williams meme that said it shouldn't have been talking shit. I wanted. I want that lean. I want that lean. So, Will, what did you think? That whole underwater gorgeous scene, and then we get a whole new salute out this thing.
Yeah, it was.
I call them baby kamehamehas. You know, this is where they're baby kamehamehas. Everyone's like Goku.
I feel like it endeared you to not only the people but Namor's cause even more. It's like you see the beauty and how just magnificent everything is. You understand in an instant, like, this is worth fighting for. This is worth doing whatever you got to do to protect and keep safe. Like they emotionally all film, they did us dirty, but like this was in a reverse sort of way. It's like here's a little sweetness before you give you some more kicks.
Yeah.
It was gorgeous.
Yeah,
it was
very well.
And even though it was even though the salute and this is what I liked about the salute. The fact that it was in Mayan culture.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know what? I ain't mad. You just managed to get some anime feel in there. We get it. But at the same time.
Or anime stole it from Mayan culture.
This can be true. This
Kamehameha.
Hey, that sounds very Hawaiian to me. That don't sound Japanese. I'm just saying.
It's like
this
mahalo.
line right here. This line right here that he says that I brought my people this stuff.
Yeah.
And then you see that bad boy come out of that temple, that altar. Of course, I was like, bro, that was amazing.
And this is where
I
the
wasn't
royal politics come into play.
Mm-hmm.
Like royal politics are now coming into play. Shuri is learning about negotiations.
Yep.
She's seeing the other side of things.
Yep.
And they're making a play. They're like, okay, I get it. Namor's cause, I get. I've seen people say stuff such as, well, why, if he knew it was her, why didn't they just hit the UN? Because they were trying to stay unseen.
Fucking get it. Like, I don't want nobody to know that I'm in the house. Mind your business. Okay, I've been living rent free. I've been getting free Wi-Fi. They've been living free food in the goddamn refrigerator. Nobody noticed that it's fucking gone. I would like to keep fucking quiet.
The call is coming from inside the house now.
He says, he's like, and he tells Queen Ramonda, when you see them speaking, he's like, our people were at peace. We were undisturbed. We were unseen. When your people opened the borders to the world, that brought them to us about and she thought he was lying about, and this is what I love. They introduced more vibranium, a different version of it. I love it. I don't think people understand.
I don't think people understand that it's different vibranium either.
Yeah,
I don't think it's sinking in. I think they think it's the exact same thing.
Yeah, that's the problem. And I'm like, oh no, you have no idea. It's like kryptonite.
They're both pure in their form. They're just the chemical composition is different.
Yeah,
and
so
it's explained.
You'd be
really fucked up to see adamantium.
Yeah, right. You should have seen the conversations I seen. It was just like, well, that's going to cause the U.S. to make adamantium. I'm like, you idiot. That's what they need, vibranium to make adamantium. Like, you know how you try to stop yourself from getting in the conversation. I'm like, I can be that guy. However, but the fact that he says when you opened your borders, that put eyes on you. Therefore, inadvertently putting eyes on us because they're looking for your vibranium. However, they're finding our stuff. Now they're going to be digging around in our stuff, inadvertently running into us, where we have to wipe them out.
I tried to explain this to somebody, and I just hung up in my head. I just hung up.
It fell on deaf ears.
It fell
It
on
was just
deaf
like,
ears. I'm like, if
this ain't
your
working.
neighbor is cutting down a tree, and the tree lands in your fucking yard, it's your problem now, right? It's your fucking like that's what that. I mean, it's not the exact same scenario, but that's how I was trying to explain. They're like, no, but you didn't have to blow up everybody in the other yard. No. Yes, you do. You got to blow up everybody in the other goddamn yard because they're causing a fucking problem in your own goddamn yard. You don't want the problem. They don't know what the fuck they doing. You gotta get the fuck out. Get the fuck out of my yard. Out of my yard.
Ladies and gentlemen, the wine has spoken.
There you go.
This is Kira. She drinks and she
Mommy's little helper.
What'd you think, Ryan?
I mean, but he wasn't just burning a property though, like drowning. It was the number of people he drowned for me. And like just when they get the mind control and they just start jumping off the side, I'm just like, oh, he was like, dang, my God, they ain't even gonna know it's us.
He is about his people. He's about his people. You know what? If Wakanda had stayed true, they wouldn't be in the middle. They wouldn't be dealing with Claw trying to come jump up in their shit. They wouldn't be dealing with anybody. But they couldn't hold their wads, so they wanted to share. Now you got problems.
Yeah, the more of the story, you can't share. Keep it to yourself.
Mind business. Y'all was happy.
I was one of the ones. I'm like, okay, T'Challa, I get what you're doing. Oh, this is gonna be a problem. And now the problem is here because see now you have other people. It's the UN speech that Queen Ramonda gave.
Yep.
All you want is a weapon. That's all you want. And here you are digging around. And now people wiping you out. We don't know nothing about it, but you blaming us. So now you got eyes on us. It was just a bad move all around.
But they didn't know. You don't know what you don't. You don't know what you don't know.
Yeah.
You don't know what you don't know.
But when don't know, there's unknowns. Unknown.
Yeah.
You don't know. You don't know.
Right. So what you think about it, Nick? It was like, would there have been another way to solve that solution? Probably not, in my opinion.
I mean, you can try to handle things as diplomatically as possible, but there comes a tipping point. And unfortunately, just like the child's father told him, every king can't be a great man.
Words.
So there comes a time when, you know, if you want peace, you must prepare for war. And for me personally, the comic nerd in me, I saw this moment coming when they actually said that Namor was going to be the big bad, so to speak, in Black Panther 2. I was waiting for the AVX moment. That Namor was gonna flood Wakanda, and I was like, they ain't gonna do that shit. They ain't gonna show that shit. And they showed that shit. I was like,
and showed it well.
Ryan Coogler went there. I was like, oh my God.
You are going to experience loss.
The way I just shifted in my chair because I was just like, God, I remember that pain. I remember that pain. Oh God, we're going through it again. So Ryan. Look, she can't think. She's like,
Ryan's like, beg your pardon, what? I'm sorry.
No way. No other way to fix it. I
was surprised. Like, nigga,
to see everybody rolling down and Okoye trying to grab. Oh man, that was rough.
So for those who are, if you're watching this show, then it's been spoiled for you already. I told you before the show. What leads to the flood is when Queen Ramonda has already relieved Okoye of her duties as leader of the Dora, and she goes to Nakia. She goes to Haiti, and where Nakia is. Which, for the record, I've said it about Luke Cage. I've said it about Black Panther. It is somehow a law. You got this much fine in one film. It just is. It was a lot of beautiful black women in this film. It was It just was.
Melanin was flexing this evening.
It was flexing. Good Lord.
Flexing. It was posing in front of the mirror, all oiled up. Let's go. Let's see what we got. Let's go.
Like, so you got Queen Ramonda going. You have Queen Ramonda going to Nakia, which was one of the ex war dogs, and she's like, I need a favor. I need you to go after Sherry. Sherry's missing. She gives her the lowdown and whatever. In the midst of all that, Sherry's down below actually doing negotiations. Mm-hmm. So far, so good. Everything, at least down there, so far, so good. The other side doesn't know that. Nakia makes her way down there. And this is where I can't fault Nakia because she's a war dog. It's about the mission. She goes down. She gets Sherry. She gets Riri. She shoots one of the Talyukans, and with the weapon she has, she says at that distance, it's fatal. And she was like, but we can save her. That's not my mission. My mission is you and her. We got to go. Mm-hmm. And that is what kicks off Namor saying, I'm flooding Wakanda. I told y'all I would do this. And there were scenes.
I could see and I think what bothered me is I could see if the Talokan that was attacked was a warrior or a fighter.
It was more like a housemaiden.
She was nothing more than a housemaiden attendant.
No. You took out one of my people. All I asked you to do was kill this science trick, and you couldn't do that. But you want to come down in here and infiltrate my entire goddamn space and take out one of mine? I do not the fuck think so. No, sir. We will not. No.
I'm not excusing that at all. But this goes kind of right back to, I want to say, the emotional irrationality of not even the ruler of a nation, but a mother who wants her child back at all costs. It's a little bit of everything.
It's a very fine.
A little bit of everything. And that's the one thing I focused on. Because like you said, Shuri's down there handling it. But her mother didn't know this. No. Her mother's concern is, I want my child back. Do what you got to do.
It's all or nothing for both sides.
Correct.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it became. All or nothing. So M'Baku does his thing. He's like, I'm facing off. You know, shout out to Winston Duke. He does his thing in this film. He's like, look, no battle. Which at one point,
Thunder. Yes.
At one point, he faces Namor and gets a gut punch and it throws him back. And I'm just like, we just can't keep killing folks in here. And this, but when he got up, and I'm like, okay, he just got the wind knocked out of him.
That punch was everything. This goes to the special effects team because from the impact to the shattering of his armor and then speed up where his body flies and lands inside that stand. Bro, if you didn't feel any of that, take your ass out the theater because all of us were like, man, ooh, yo,
so please
I was like, not him.
Please don't be dead, please.
That was a Tyson right hook straight to the test.
God damn.
Facts, Will. Facts. It was like Hadouken. All of them.
It did not look like it was going to fare well for M'Baku until he got up.
I'm just remembering. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh yeah, I said we all got that moment where we had that moment where the wind got knocked out of you, and I was just like, whoo. Okay, you're good. Just walk that off, because God, you could have dropped dead just now. So that was a moment.
At this moment, and this is the funny part, and you'll see this in my video if you get a chance to go check it out. There were two kids that ran out and they were stomping out of the theater. We're like, good, okay, little niggas is gone. They came back, same energy. Bob Stomp is sitting down. They sat next to him and says, all right, sit your ass down, man. Shut the fuck up. And everybody was like, yeah! He was like cheering them on. Yo, that's that energy I was because it's like.
And for that person that said that, I got it.
Come on.
You got it. You got it. Oh, that's where it was. It was off. Yeah, there we go. All right.
Golf clap.
Everybody.
did
He
well.
realized he was a
You did
hero.
well. You seen the problem and you solved it.
Yes.
You did well.
Sit your ass down. Shut the fuck up.
So
Them little
but
niggas did not move for the rest of the time.
this is where it gets really bad. Go ahead, Karen.
Wait, can I give an honorable mention to what is it? Tanakh? Is that what you said?
Yeah,
Tanakh's back muscles and arm muscles as he,
oh my god.
yes, it was
even Ryan was like, I'm ashamed at the same time.
It was just like, oh my God.
I know the next one. I know where you're going. So
I know, I'm not gonna bring it up. I'm trying to be respectful. I'm trying to be
We're
respectful.
gonna have us another neck episode. So we're gonna have us another neck episode.
This is where it gets ugly. This is where it gets really bad.
Yo, I threw my whole box sack on the floor. Threw the whole thing on the floor and said out loud, audibly, "Fuck!" when everybody was quiet. I was pissed. I'm still mad. I'm sorry. I'm talking ahead of it. But also, this dress is fucking gorgeous.
Yes. Name more floods the throne room. By flooding the throne room, Riri is knocked out and she's drowning. She's not dead, but Queen Ramonda sees her, goes down to get her. As she's swimming back up, you see her. We all seen the same movie. She's struggling to get to the top, and I'm like, all right, maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me.
They fucking set us up.
That 18 pounds of dress she had on.
Oh my God. She gets up there. Good Lord. And when she's up there, and obviously I'm like, okay, they're up and they're out, and Shiri makes it in there, and everybody makes it in there, and they're giving her the Heimlich, or they're getting the water out of her system. Riri wakes up, and I'm like, all right, get Queen Ramonda. Come on.
I wanted to punch
What's going on?
I wanted to punch Namor in the face. I want to punch him in the face right then and there. Go bury, grieve your dead. Are you fucking kidding me, Nick? I'll fuck you up in this piece right now. Come down here and see that shit. I was tight. I'm sorry. I was mad.
The way she laid in that water, I knew she was gone, and I said, "You got to be fucking kidding me! You're giving us another loss in the same movie."
Ain't no way.
And this is where the audience starts to go on the journey even more with Shuri, because Shuri now has lost her brother and her mother, so she is now her father. So now she's the queen of Wakanda
alone
by herself. She's got counsel from M'Baku, which is great, but she's still young. She's not ready for this. She was not prepared for this. And now it has been thrust on her. And you start seeing that darkness come up. You start seeing that nigga attitude come out.
I'm gonna fuck you up, nigga.
I'm gonna fuck you up. Right. It's all about that fire. It's all about that vengeance. Oh my gosh. If you were not crying through this motherfucking movie, you were asleep.
You were dead inside.
I was like Kira. I was in the theater and I was just like, God damn it.
I was.
Mine was different. Oof. I looked and went, no.
It was, and my wife was like, I'm like, not here. Not now. This is too much. It's too much.
This whole part for me, it hit too close to home because I actually have a family member on my wife's side of the family who is still, of course, in a situation where she is the only surviving member of her immediate family. Both her mother, father, and brother died, close, earlier. Very, very close. So she's the only surviving member of her immediate family. So seeing that, of course, hit certain traumas and triggers for myself. But with Namor, I was thinking the whole time with Shuri, like, hey, you gotta go. You got fish nuggets now, baby. He got to go.
He gotta go. There's no talking after this, my guy. Like what we were talking about, that doesn't matter. What you think, Will?
Yeah, we're not cool no more, my guy. We're not cool. Fuck your son, okay?
Right.
Fuck your son.
I think I don't know. I think that scene catapulted Namor to the top of the Marvel's villains list easily. It's the fact that
it's that line. It's that damn line.
Yeah, the barrier dead.
Cold.
It's it was business for him. It wasn't super personal. It's like, look, I gave
That's
you
what made it so cold.
instructions.
It
You didn't follow them. You came down. You took my mama bracelet and off one of my people.
Shut.
Like, okay, so this is my immediate next steps. I'm gonna just flood your shit. I'm gonna kill your queen. Are we good now? Are we clear?
Do we understand each other?
Right. That was your mama whooping your ass for touching that thing in the store she told you not to touch. Mm-hmm. You sitting there trying. You're like, are we clear now?
I told you beforehand.
I was very clear.
Like, I'm not speaking Talikon, right? I'm speaking English.
Quite.
Oh, Ryan, what'd you think?
It was disrespectful. I was like, he acted his butt off because I could have punched him. I didn't want to see him in the rest of the movie.
No,
I was so pissed.
No.
I was so pissed.
No.
I was like,
no more Aqua Poppy.
He played this character. Yeah, because you're not supposed to like Neymar, right? Like if you continue to dig into the comics or whatever, he did his job. Because I was hot. I was so pissed because I was like, it didn't match up. I was like, bro, what are you doing? I was like, you just told the whole story about your mama, and you know the way she passed away, and you brought her back and everything. It's like, so you go take out her mama. So that's gonna equate like taking out some of your people, you know, to make her queen. And yeah, I was
make it make sense.
Yeah, it didn't make any sense.
Yeah,
he literally pulled the double standard.
Yeah,
I lost my mom, you know, and I care about her and everything.
Right.
And I tried to save her. And now I'm gonna take out your mom, you know why? Because it's about my nation, it's not about you. I'm sorry, bury your dead and eat your salad, and I'll see you later.
I can't. Exactly. That's exactly what he did. It was just like he didn't even care. It was just disrespectful. And it was Angela Bassett, and I was just like, how you gonna take out Angela Bassett?
Ryan Coogler,
like, why?
Sir, Ryan.
That's one of them things where you gotta. That's one of them things you gotta take him to the side. You be like, look here, brother.
Yeah.
It's a great job, by the way.
One of the ladies in the theater behind me said, one of the ladies in the theater looked behind after he did and said, girl, he ain't even cute no more. She said, he ain't even cute no more.
I mean, she wasn't wrong. I was definitely looking to burn this ass alive. I wanted wrath and fury. I wanted
burn his whole city down is where I was at. I was like, burn his whole city down.
All the ocean, take all the water out the ocean right now.
Yep.
Where they can come back. Friday ass. So in the midst of all this grief, in the midst of all this anger, righteous anger, Sherry looks at that bracelet that he gave her and says, wait a minute, hold on. And the light bulb goes off. I can see if this thing for making an herb can work. I can probably bring this herb back. And she's successful. Nakia walks her through it and says, you have to do it. She does it. Herb is successful. She brings back the heart-shaped herb. They do the ceremony. They don't do the traditional ceremony, but she was like, do not bury me under the ground. I'm not. She was like, I'm not with that shit. Just give me this. Give me the syrup so I can take care of my business. So she takes the serum. She goes to sleep. People are wondering who's she going to see. Is it going to be her father? Is it going to be a CGI version of her brother? Who are we seeing?
God.
We get Killmonger,
future ex baby daddy,
in Joku.
And it was such a moment. It was such a moment because when she walks around that chair thinking it's her mother, and she walks around that chair and he's just sitting up in the chair. What up, cuz? I said, son of a bitch.
Yep.
Bro,
they kept that on wraps real good.
It was the moment I did not see coming, and I'm glad I got it.
Real quick, what's funny is I think I saw a meme where it was like, yo, how this nigga grow his dreads out and he dead?
Can I be very scientific for a moment?
It's the ancestral plan.
Can I be scientific for a moment?
Here we go.
Your shit still grows when you dead because it comes out your head dead. It still grows. It still grows.
That's the scientific explanation.
That's the scientific. That's the way that goes. Maybe not now. That long I don't know about, but still it does grow.
I mean, growth and style. I mean, come on,
growth and style.
I mean, Best got hairdressers up there. Why not?
Yeah. We've been seeing a lot of Bass lately, so we've been seeing a lot of
that. Is for sure.
Can I sidetrack for just like 2 seconds?
Yeah.
Can Bast be seen in a different image? Like, does it have to be the Panther?
Yeah, she has been seen in different images.
Yes.
Sometimes it comes as the Panther. Sometimes it comes in the form of a child or a woman. So it has been.
I'm very, very sure that Queen Ramonda will make an appearance in the future. I'm very certain.
I wouldn't slight it.
That would be the worst. That would be the dumbest thing to not do, is to have this woman who is she is Bast, in my opinion. The performance that she gave,
because all she can say, because Bast would normally appear to you in the form that you would most recognize, or because if they just came, if Bast came to you as this talking Panther, you're gonna be a little concerned unless you really steeped in the history. But it shows up as your mother. She's like, no, I took the form that you would most be receptive to.
And she came, okay, I'll get to that.
Yeah, so he can do it. But we've seen Bast in Love and Thunder, and there was a not so much.
Wait a minute, when did that happen?
Oh yeah, the Panther.
I hate that movie. I'm not watching it again, so you might as well tell me where it came up.
It's in the she doesn't have a speaking scene, but it's in the Pantheon of God. She's one of the people. She's like 2 scenes where you see her clear as a bell.
She's directly below Jane and Valkyrie.
Yep.
Like
row
C, she in row B, like right there.
Yeah.
It's like she has no speaking role, but she's there. And the statue of her is actually in one of the episodes of Moon Knight. You just have to have
that. I saw that. I caught.
So she's been making some appearances. She's slowly coming into the fold. But we get Killmonger, and he pretty much is like, look, we the same, because you mad and you got every right to be. So are you gonna get it done? Are you gonna take care of business?
Yeah. I think Kira just found something.
I did.
See, I know the face.
She's drilling again.
Yep, that scene right there.
Oh,
yep, that scene.
Oh, she pretty.
Yes. So
okay, I'm done. Okay, bye.
She gets this whole, he's and once again he's talking sense. He's like, your brother was noble, which I never seen coming from him. But he mentions it. He says, your brother is noble, but you and me, we about getting stuff done.
Mm-hmm.
So are you gonna be noble? Are you gonna be like your brother, or are you gonna get stuff done? And she wakes up. She can't accept that's who she's seeing, because she won't tell anybody.
Mm-hmm.
So now you have this vengeful.
Yep,
and
Nakia asks her later who she saw, and she became bear trapped. She tight.
She won't say it.
And that once again is another moment in the movie where every lady in the audience, when he came around that throne and you saw him sitting right there, it was a different lady this time that said, "Bitch."
My tail in the theater, like, okay, which? Oh, it was her. Okay,
yeah. The first time it was her down there. This one I'm in ya. Last time the second was up in ya, and it was all right up in ya. I ain't got time to be up in ya. Okay.
So with this scene, I looked down at my daughter who came with us. I hear her go.
She's like, I can see Nick's right now doing like this.
What you mean?
What you talking about? You ain't gonna.
What? You got gas? What's going on? What you talking about?
Wait a minute. Ain't your child legal? Ain't she adult?
That ain't got nothing to do with the price of tea in China. I'm with Nick. So like, ain't got nothing to do with nothing. Look, we ain't Tyler County. We ain't got nothing to do with that. This is.
I feel you. My oldest daughter's 30. I'm sitting there going,
Hey. That's a bit too much over there. What's going on?
You married that over there. Okay, that's yours. All right.
So
everybody else gets to have this. That belongs to you over there.
So,
there's your Namor right there. That's your.
So we've heard from the rest of the people, but I want to hear what Ryan thinks about this whole the throne scene, and then shutting down that just.
Scene.
the scene.
That was the only when he came out that throne though. That was the only moment people made noise in the theater. And I remember seeing like some people like what they were like, oh hell, like that was the only time they made noise in the theater when they saw him come up from the throne. Everybody other than that, it was like you can hear a pin drop. That was the only time they made noise when they saw him come out of the throne.
In my theater, there was 2 times. That was one.
Okay, yeah, that was one of them. And then, but yeah, it was just I did not expect to see him. I think that and Angela Bassett, they hid those secrets so well.
Yeah,
because there was so many people trying to leak
those
stuff
those
about
were
what was
the
going
biggest
on.
What the fuck moments for in our theater. Like, because when they walked around, when they camera pans around, you see his Killmonger. I heard so many what the fucks.
Yeah.
I was one of them, and I was just because I know my voice didn't echo, and I'm like, yo,
I know. I let out a large nigga.
Yeah, on Twitter they were like, we walked. People walked out of the theater. I saw on Twitter, like when they saw it pop up, like some people walked out and they came back in.
Relax.
Oh, you know, like black folks that just like us. Hold on, gotta walk around the room.
Exactly what Nick did. That's what they was on Twitter. Like they was like, I had to get about the theater, come back.
Oh man, Will, what you think?
Bruh. Yo, I loved it. Because it wasn't just like surprise. We brought Michael Baker Jordan back, little eye candy. It like continued to inform Shuri's journey, like her trying to process the grief and deal with everything that's going on, her dealing with the rage and anger that's inside, and to see him, it was still a part of her not fully committing to their traditions and whatnot, and so she got a different vibe than everybody else was going to get, and then to wake up and feel that shame and feel a burden of like, I don't even know if this shit worked. I don't believe in this shit in the first place. Like, I can't tell y'all I seen my cousin. That's gonna be crazy. Then she punched the hell out that dummy across the room. It was like, okay. Yes. and I love the fact that it wasn't like, yay, I'm the Black Panther now. Time to be all righteous. Like, nah, she was still ready to do dirt.
Yeah.
I was like, yes.
That's when we get Shuri now.
Yeah.
We get Shuri. And for the naysayers. For the naysayers, do your research, damn it.
Thank you.
It was always in the cards for her. It was always in the cards for her.
Thank you.
Do your research.
This is for
your research.
This is for the whole recast T'Challa movement.
Oh my God.
Please.
Thank you.
Oh
I
my
can't
God.
tell you how many arguments I got
Volume
into.
5.
Hello.
Every
Number
fucking
8.
day is a battle. Every day is a struggle.
So
oh my gosh.
She's got the suit, is reminiscent of her brother, is reminiscent of Killmonger's, is actually reminiscent of when she faces off with Namor the first time in the comics. But we'll get to that in a second.
And
we get a warship.
You, my God.
Yeah, yes. And so we get the full-on war going on. Oh yeah, I caught that. Troy.
I didn't hear you.
I said,
he said when they reminisce over you.
It's over you, my God.
I'm sorry.
We get the full war kickoff. You broke Kara.
I broke Kara. She was like, "You did."
So we finally get this big battle, and I'll be honest. The Wakandans were taking some L's, man. They were taking some L's.
Oh yeah.
But we we got Anika showing up in one of the Midnight Armor Angels. We have Okoye in it. Midnight Angels.
The Midnight Angels.
Yeah, Midnight Angels.
I just say I love her simply for the fact that, first of all, Michaela Cole is probably one of the most polarizing, beautiful creatures in existence.
She's a fucking genius, dude. She's a goddamn genius.
Like, goddamn, look at that. Ooh,
look at that face. That bitch means business no matter what she do. If she making fucking pancakes, it's about to be the best fucking pancakes you ever gonna have in your whole life. Everything.
You can't not look at her. And with the fact that her name is a direct backwards spelling of my wife's name. So that was
there you go.
Look how he cleaned it up real quick.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was
that takes skill.
That was skill right there.
I like the wife's name backwards.
That was smooth like scrambled eggs, bro. That was smooth like scrambled eggs.
Good save.
But for those who are saying, "Oh, those suits look stupid," I want once again do your research.
On the contrary,
On the contrary, you sound
vicious.
So we get Anika in the Midnight Angel armor. We get Okoye, who's being brought in to wear the other armor that she hated so much, but she's just bad. She's just glad to be back in the fight. And they're taking L's because there are way more Talikans than they expected.
Of course.
It's just more than they can handle. In the meantime, Shuri had already figured out a way. If we separate Namor from the water long enough and dry his ass out, he ain't got a chance. And that's a good battle. It's a good little.
That was a whole different fight when she started dehydrating him. Yo,
yeah,
like,
that beachfront battle, and once again,
it was Shuri versus fish jerky. Let's go.
Once again, this happens. This has happened.
I heard somebody say so. So you mean to tell me that the only thing she needed to be needed was a space heater? I laughed my ass off. I was like, hey.
Like I will neither confirm nor deny the logic.
You're not going to just simplify it like that. It took science.
Science. You got to break it down. Come on now.
You ain't got a space heater in the cockpit.
But the only difference between this comic versions of the battle and this live action version is in the comics, Shuri actually lost that battle. Namor actually made it back to the water, and she lost the turn of the tide, no pun intended. But in this battle, she fish fried his ass. I'm sorry. It was just fish sticks all on the beach.
That shit was vicious.
Yes.
Vicious. It was.
He handed it to him.
Ooh,
and then when he stabbed her, I was just like, no.
You ain't get like that.
No, you hear the whole.
We're doing this again.
The whole theater literally said, "Yo!"
I said, "Nigga, if Shuri die, I'm going to find Ryan Coogler and I'm fucking.
I'm getting line.
I will go to Oakland myself.
Ride on Oakland
there
tonight.
Will be no secret that you killed off the whole damn royal line. What the fuck?
Wait, what was that bank that got him almost arrested? I'm gonna ask him to cancel all his shit.
Oh, yo, that story was so fucking foul, man.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
It was his money going into the bank and it's going.
So
sorry, you're not who you think I think you say you are, bitch. I've been
doing
this
for
years.
I'm like, on behalf of that delegation, we give away Ryan Coogler.
Right. But Shuri turns the tide around and gets the spear. She breaks the spear off. She pulls herself off the broken end. And pretty much whoops his behind. He's already injured. She's getting ready to give him the killing blow, and she has visions of her mother. And her mother is saying,
was it visions of her mother, or was it her mother appearing before her?
It could be both.
What kind of forever?
Yes.
And this is why I think it might have been I think that could have been Bast.
That remind them who you are, and I mean, I could see that because Boss needs not a martyr, but Boss needs a figure,
a champion,
host or something. Yeah, a champion. So she sees her mother, who very well could have been Boss, saying, "Remind them who you are. Is this the world? Is this the route you want to take? Do you want to be the vengeful person, or do you want to be the noble person?" She found a balance, and she made the quick negotiations. Now, mind you, she was handing Namor his behind because when she clipped him, literally clipped his wings.
Get him, bitch.
She was like, get away. Oh, you ain't going nowhere. You about to take this ass whooping. Get away.
I'm sorry. I had a Karate Kid moment. Sweep the leg.
Sweep the leg. Yes, sweep the leg.
Put him in a body bag.
Mother.
Want to see your dead body?
Yes.
And she did that too. All you saw was.
Right.
Tonight in Wakanda, we will have fish fry and chicken wings.
Just like us. So just like us. I was just like, fish.
I like my fish rare.
Fish and wings. Fish and wings. Okay. Fish and wings.
Just
it's gonna be a
leg and put the sound behind it. Just squeal when you do it, you know.
She makes it back. They make it. They do a truce. They negotiate a truce.
You good?
I swear to God, I'm good.
That's us.
Are you sure?
Yes.
He broke her.
I'm saying.
I'm sorry, friend.
I mean, sound effects when you sweep the leg. I mean, you got to do it. You can't just do it without sound. You got to have. There you go. You sweep the leg. There you go.
Right.
You're done.
So they make the negotiations. They come to a truce, and they go back. And on the warship is like 12 Wakandans against a full army of.
It's a war.
It's a wrap.
It's not fair.
Namora,
they going over.
Yeah, Namora just went ahead and took all them little bombs, and the ship is already disabled, and it's more coming, and it's just like, oh, this ain't looking too good. And the truce is called, and they go their ways, and everything's done. Now it's not that cut and dry, of course.
Or is it?
Because why Namor is getting his wounds treated to him, and his cousin is talking to him, and he's saying, no. War is coming to them, and they're going to want to turn to us for support. So he basically like, hey, we could help him. We couldn't help him. And the Tuma's off to the side looking like, I want to get some more of this Okoye. I want some more battle. Which personally, I would have loved to see a Tuma and M'Baku go at it. That would have been a good matchup. You know, I would have loved to see them too.
With a different suit or something though.
Yeah, no, he gonna need some extra. He gonna need something extra. I don't think M'Baku could take him. He's too big. He's not quick enough.
I don't think so either.
He's not quick enough.
Now, if they finally introduce the animal spirits,
I would love that. I would love that.
Might fuck him up.
Ooh,
I would love that.
Man, introduce the Eniad. Oh my God.
He's gonna fuck him up viciously if they do that.
Wow.
So we finally get M'Baku going to Warrior Falls, and it's not really clear who's on the throne. It seems like they were expecting Shuri to be there, but she's not, because she went off to see Nakia and to basically do her thing and burn her gowns to kind of basically let her brother's spirit go, just to let it go. Everything's fine. She's come to terms with it. She's okay.
Her mother too.
Yeah, her mother too. Yeah. And so we are introduced to this lovely young gentleman.
Oh,
little handsome devil.
Little Nick Cannon Jr.
It's the eyes. It's the eyes.
Wow. I was like, y'all have to do it.
It's the dimples. It's the dimples.
Did he just say Nick Cannon Jr.?
It's the dimples. So they name him Toussaint, and for those who don't know, Toussaint was one of the generals of the Haiti Revolution to free the slaves. But his actual Wakanda name is Prince T'Challa Jr. And this young man's name is Divine. His name is even cool. All right. So his name is actually Divine Love Kanadu Son.
Oh.
So he has a cool name. I'm like,
yeah,
the third.
The third. You got like three cool names, my guy. I'm like, you. He said, not Nick Cannon Jr. He invaded Wakanda. So we get introduced to a younger T'Challa, and Shuri finally has more family, and it kind of goes off. Now, I've had several questions that were asked that can be answered. One of those questions is
when a man and a woman love
each other very much.
I hate
no, they said questions have been asked. Questions have been asked like, where were the they said, where were the Avengers? Okay, let's get into it. One, Hulk was probably off world. He's got his own baby daddy issues to worry about right now. Cap is presumed dead. They keep saying he's dead. I'm like, look, I didn't see a funeral for Cap.
He's in love in the past.
The general public think he's dead. Sam, he's dealing with the government, so he's pretty much got his hands full. Oyo told Bucky he might want to stay away from Wakanda for a while.
Bucky has
Widow is dead. Yeah, Widow is dead. So
Hawkeye,
he's gone. Hawkeye. Hawkeye can't
Wait,
hear.
nobody.
He
wasn't even invited to the cookout the first time around. He ain't coming through.
Yeah, so Hawkeye
He barely
doesn't
opened
even
the
know him.
gate to the yard.
You're right.
Sal didn't care who he was. He said his damn self.
Right. So yeah, exactly. He was like, I barely know you. Just give me the glove. So that kind of answers like where the Avengers were at this particular time, because they were kind of tied up, and Peter doesn't. Nobody even remembers it.
He ain't got no money.
So yeah, he couldn't fly across there if he wanted to.
Flights to
So
Wakanda sounds
like
expensive.
royal funeral. They weren't invited.
Yeah. This ain't like the comics where he was invited and he found himself getting cornrows. Yes, that actually happened, people.
Shut up.
Pete was getting cornrows.
Some things we just don't want to remember ever. Yeah,
I didn't.
That is
not in all of my blackness. I ain't never seen no goddamn Spider-Man getting no goddamn cornrows. What the
If it ain't Miles, it don't make sense.
No.
Unfortunately, it did happen.
It did happen.
He ain't Bo Derek, and Bo Derek didn't need him either.
He didn't get him
I'm
done
sorry.
and go there. He went over. He went over there. He was there for some other reason, and the handmaidens actually did his hair that way, and he was enjoying it. So whatever.
That's the most women have touched him, so I can understand why.
It's Pete.
No.
Like what he said, Pete was on.
I mean, come on. His first name is Peter. Come on.
Yeah, he was there. So
they were touching Peter. Yes.
We've gotten quite a few, but before we get out, I want to get everybody's take, because one, we got a music score out of this thing. Ludwig Göransson I love anything he does, especially with the Dora, because it's just ear catching. But what really kind of took the show was this wardrobe. What did you do?
Nothing. Go ahead. What you saying?
No, I said. That.
Oh, it was me. Oh, it was me with the bang fingers.
Yeah, bang.
No, but I think what really took the show to the next level was this wardrobe.
Yeah,
Ruth.
Yeah, Auntie Ruth.
Ruth Carter, man, that lady.
She might as well just keep the award and just give her another one. Ruth E. Carter showed and proved in this film with all these wardrobe pieces. I seen a video. She did IG video. She did IG live that I happened. Me and Kira was watching it.
Yes.
And she was talking about making the Talibans outfits and everything, and how beautiful they were and how elaborate they were. And then they had to get them wet and they were just destroyed after that. So, and I was just like, oh, for somebody that has the skill set that you have, I can understand why.
The tears.
But what's going on, Aaliyah? And
hey, we got our own Dora Milaje here.
Yes.
What's going on, boo?
But the wardrobe pieces, and me and Kira were on another show and we talked about it. There is no way in hell gray should pop the way it did in that UN.
Like the show out and show off was fucking insane. In that, how you make this pop? Like how? My God, look at this here. Who are you supposed to stare at? Who are you supposed to stare at? It's a competition. It's a competition. It's a face off.
It's the I'm like, Gray ain't supposed to do that.
No,
the UN in that lady's hands is just the basic materials for something magnificent. Everything she has created, everything.
So
it was.
I need her to put out a fashion line. I need her to push out a fashion line. I don't care how tired she is. I need her to put out a fashion line. I will give you money. I will give you the money. I don't know how much it costs, but I will give it to you. Just let me have something.
Look, there was some beautiful pieces. Queen Ramonda's royal, I've said it before, her royal purple suit that she wears.
Untouchable.
Unmatched.
Yeah.
And Kira said it before. She was like, I don't know if the dress is wearing her or if she's wearing the dress. Because
it's a partnership. They both signed on the dotted line, pretty much. It's a partnership. Yeah, it's a
Wendell. it was something.
Wendell, what's up, man?
What's going on? Ryan, what did you think? Wardrobe and music selection.
Oh, the music. I was gonna touch on the music when she was, when her mom just died and she was trying to figure out. She was still working on the herb and everything and trying to bring it back. That music selection hit right there, because it was just nothing else in that scene. I think it was Alone that played in that scene. It was just nothing else they could take from her. I feel like at that moment, and all she had was science. She was just like, I just got to get this done. Like, I know what I got to get this done. I got to figure out something else. I don't know if I'm going to use it yet. I don't know if I'm all the way believing it, but I got to do something just to keep from like losing everything. You can tell she was just like on the cusp of just like completely losing it as anybody would. So yeah, music definitely was just on the money on this, in this film, in the wardrobe. Like I just love how it's active, but it's comfortable and it's cute. Like I just don't know how you put all of it together. Like anytime she was in the lab, she looked like she can just like beat your ass, but I'ma still like go to this like dinner next time. You know what I mean? Like it was just
Right.
so, you know, it was just so well done. Like I don't know how Ruth Carter does it every time. And you want, like, I'm like, here, give me this fashion light. Like, where's the fashion light out? Because she would sell out on just how comfortable it looked and just like functional, and it was so cute. Because sometimes you do comfortable, it's not cute. Yeah. So she was just like the way she matched the pieces was just amazing.
To be fair, not everybody would be able to wear what she creates because it's about an attitude and a personality, really.
Fair. There you go. Yeah, there you go.
Some people just are not allowed to touch what she would make for regular people.
I could, Ruth, if you're listening, I could wear it. I promise you, I got
this. I got you. I got
you, boo. I'm gonna stand tall. I'm only 5'4", but I'll be 6'3" when I put it on.
Oh man, Will, I know you're a sucker for sound design, like you said earlier. So, what do you think between this the clothing selection and the music?
Listen, Ludwig always gets all the way in his bag every single time. But I'd be tripping if I say I wasn't watching the film, and in the back of my mind there's a running commentary. It's like every time there's a Black Panther movie, we should just call the Oscars that year the Ruth Carter Invitational. Like, thanks for coming out.
Facts.
That's the tweet.
Yep.
Whoever's getting second place, this is your award.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's the high note tweet. Sorry. The high.
Yeah, that it's Wendell's in the audience. He says, hold on, let me put it back up. He's M'Baku's funeral gear for Queen Ramonda's funeral.
Nigga,
I wasn't paying attention.
I was
so distraught. Like in my defense,
yo, from head to toe, bro was fierce with it. You hear me? That Joker was standing beast.
I'm gonna go back and watch it
even his new look, because this was the look after his first
fly.
That was a lot more coverage. A lot more coverage with this particular gear than the last one.
Because the other one was the one that got cracked. This one was the more it was vibranium infused in it. Hell, even his cane had the ball of it had vibranium at this. I was like, you ain't scoffing at technology now, are you, brother? So, Montel, what did you think? Music and clothing.
The clothing, unparalleled, untouchable. Anything Ruth Carter creates, especially for Black Panther and Wakanda Forever, people are still using that as a baseline for their fashion designs for upcoming movies. So mass shout outs. The music fit the mood every time without fail. Did not have a problem with it because, in fact, the music half the time
got something up his sleeve. Wendell got something up his sleeve.
Oh my gosh, really, Wendell?
You make dresses too, Wendell? I'll come by for a fitting.
Wendell does not live in his
cooking, boy.
Wendell does not live in his house. Wendell does not live in his house. He lives in his garage, surrounded by stuff. Phenomenal across the board. Just, I love the music. The music is always the perfect formula to set the mood or to carry the scene. And you couldn't go wrong with that. The dichotomy was on point. Can I say something real quick about the portrayal of Annika and Ao?
Yes.
World of Wakanda. And you see them. I saw that. I was so fucking happy. Just, oh my gosh! Shout out!
I could have high fived, handshake, gave the salute. Now I'm like, you nigga, you.
I literally, I saw that when she kissed her on the forehead. I was like, yes, bring it, yes.
Like, you just hit all the notes.
Because you're staying true to the comic, and that's one of the main things. Inclusion inclusivity. That's what we're talking about. We're talking all lines of culture, all lines of love and caring and understanding and connection, bonding here where there are no restrictions.
Mm-hmm.
And that showed it because it was in the comic. I said, please do not do this to me. Okay.
As
It
short
was.
as
It was
right.
gorgeous.
As short as it was beautiful, and it got the point across.
But I think the other point is it shouldn't be something so hammering for people
like taboo
that
or whatever.
It's like we're hitting this point. Oh, we're hitting this point. No, we don't need that. That's not what it's about. Yes, they both love each. Ultimately, yes, they are two people that love each other, but they're warriors in the beginning and end of everything, and they just happen to find each other in this setting. That's it.
Yeah,
that's all I need. Yep. I don't need an expose about how it's so hard to be a gay person in this. I understand it, but that's not the story we're telling.
Facts.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
It's like no, this is just part of. It's like this is part of the story. Let's keep it moving.
Yep, keep it moving.
This is the story. Keep it going.
Mm-hmm.
And I like that. Next, music and clothing.
Ruth. I would also like to say that I have dimensions I'll have to send you via email if you will accept them. I probably cannot afford it, but I do hope to take Klarna.
Yes, affirm.
The music, beautifully scored. I'm glad they waited till the very end to play the Rihanna track.
Yeah,
and it was just beautifully done. To go back to the scene where we got the reveal of little T'Challa, I'm so glad because that completely, to me, should have just shut up the whole recast T'Challa movement. Mm-hmm. And for y'all who are mad that T'Challa had a baby with Nakia and not Aurora Monroe, I have some prune juice for you to quiet that shit go.
Let me touch on that for a second. If I hear one more person,
I made a whole TikTok, bro. Like, listen,
I know I was with you, and I was with you on it too. I was like, they didn't have a kid in the main universe. That was alternate universes. They don't have a kid in the main universe. They have a kid from an alternate universe that's in the main universe now. Mm-hmm. But I don't even know what they're gonna do with him. But I was with you on that one, Nick.
Tell me you did a Google search without reading the goddamn comics.
Oh God!
Just say that. Just say that.
You know what's funny? There's people who's done Google searches and still got the shit wrong. I don't know how. I'm like, it's spelled out for you.
No.
And if we're being honest, they're bad for each other anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's too much lightning.
I don't want to say bad. Can we not say bad?
They're just choosing each
the
other.
timing is off.
Yeah, I'm with you. Let's say that. Like, I'll say that. I'm with Kieran. I'm with Kieran on that one. I'm like, it's not that they're bad. It's just they're complicated.
Yes. They're too powerful to be in the same household.
Yeah. I had ex like that too.
I mean, it's still an artifact.
That's enough wine, Kira.
Could have been great. He just don't listen. Just like T'Challa, he don't listen.
Will, what did you think?
I'm sorry.
The introduction of Lil T'Challa, I felt like that was a perfect note on which the movie sort of goes out. Again, backing up to Shuri finally, after this journey, coming to being able to burn her funeral clothes. So it's like she's been through all this, and now she's able to take a step back towards tradition to complete this part of the journey that she's been on. And I guess to build on or to piggyback off of what Montel was saying, the moment we get with Anika, I was happy for it in real time. I was like, yay, they're doing the thing. Good job, guys. But I was also like, there was a Disney executive somewhere was like, that's gay enough. Got it. Cool. Cut the check.
It's probably the guy that Iger just took his job from. It's probably that guy.
That's good enough. You're out.
Get out. It was like and representation. Cool. Got it.
Yep. Yeah.
Honestly.
Oh
man. For those who are knowing, prior to me doing the show, I said I need to give it a minute because let's face it, this is a movie that for all of us, we had to process. It was a process to process. All right, things had to sink in. You need a couple viewings. You need to sit on it for a couple days. So originally, I gave it a 9.5 out of 10. I'm giving it a 10. From wardrobe, plot, pacing. Once you see it again, I'm like, okay, I'm fine with the pacing. Only thing that was the kind of hiccup was the truce. But I'm like, okay, we just moving on. And I put that place in where, you didn't have your main star. You had a totally different direction you were taking it. So you had to make some switches. So I'll give you that grace, because I'm like, dude, you kind of nailed this one. And then when you got Ruthie Carter backing you up and this Ludwig dude knocking your soundtrack through the park again, where can you fail? You have a bomb cast. Where can you fail? Now
that part.
When the gold statue man decides to come around again, and we don't get recognized, we know what it is. We just know.
We are
like, don't anyway. Like if you dare nominate the queen one more again and deny her,
go to hell. Dawn. Go straight to hell. Just go straight to hell. Just immediately. Don't ask some questions. Just go.
Do not pass go. Do not collect $200.
Then one for Jackson's An American Dream.
Right. We've been riding with it for so long. Like, what is the problem?
Joseph.
She found Joe
Joseph
on the phone because he wanted some butter pecan ice cream. Come on.
He does nice things together.
Oh my God. We're getting ready to head out. I'm gonna let our guests do their spiel. We'll start with Ryan. Ryan, tell everybody where they can find you.
Oh man, you can find me at Black Girl Nerds, talking more superheroes, hopefully more Black Panther. Because even though we spoiled it, y'all go see it. Go see it 3-4 times.
Yeah.
Keep it out there because you know how it is. It dies down a little bit. And they're like, oh, we don't need any more representation. That's good. That's good enough.
We need all the representation.
So yeah, we need all we need to get. So it could quit being a thing of inclusion. So go see it as many times as you can. Take your mama, take your auntie to go see it.
The stuff's coming out in the next year. Yo.
Yeah, but that's done. We talk about now.
we ain't finished with now yet.
No.
We ain't finished with now yet.
Run that back. Stay in the now.
Run that back one more time.
But yeah, Black Girl Nerds on all social media platforms. November Bear on Twitter. This has been a blast. It's been so fun hanging out with you guys. Yay.
Door always open. Door always open.
Yeah. Anytime you guys have me back, I'm ready.
Cool.
We shall hold you. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, blurs of all ages, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are. It is once again your frosty bearded blurticorn here. I have enjoyed myself like I always have, and getting to see and finally interact with Mr. Will, Miss Kira, and the magnificent Ryan here. I am extremely pleased, and of course, here we go.
Oh, Nick, screw me! I'm just the guy that runs the ship.
I didn't even get to it yet. I forget I was about to speak and then I get interrupted. I said, fine. All the accolades I was going to give Nick and to Chris, I'm about to say, you know what? Wakanda Forever for y'all. That's how I go.
I see what it is, Nick. I got you now.
Anyway, for my nephew Nick, who I rock with every week at the store, and Chris, you already know, man. You call me, I come running, bro. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter under Navy Montel. I am on YouTube under Rogue Catnip. I'm also a Twitch streamer under Rogue Catnip as well. I am part of 2 podcasts, the Blurticorn Speaks podcast. Finally gonna get some recording done since I'm tired, and part of the 1/6 of the Color Commentary Wrestling podcast with the man himself, Nix, the creator, innovator, and demonstrative individual that he is. Yeah,
dope.
He's reading. Look at him.
I guess it's my turn.
Always reading shit.
I'm not reading anything. I'm good. Yo, do you speak geek? That's just me. That's what I do. Again, BYSG Awards. December 10th, 1 p.m. We're giving away such awards as Best Cosplayer, Best Podcast, Content Creator of the Year, Nerd Cross of the Year, and other categories as well. It's just a way to, I love us. So we need to spotlight us. Hopefully this thing grows, and maybe even next year, might be able to get a venue and tell y'all niggas to get y'all asses out here, get something.
Damn. Okay.
Like, I gotta go to Virginia. I got things to do.
Yeah. Go ahead and get a suit. Maybe you might not be able to get Ruth, but get something. But yeah, as always, Chris, man. You my dude, man. It's a pleasure always coming on here with you, man. One of my guys, Kira. You already know what it is.
I know. It's all love, boo. It's all love.
We'll have to talk one day because you kind of like the silent partner. Brian, I apologize for any misconstruing things I may have said that may have prevented us from working together in the future. But hopefully I can rectify that. And you already know, bro. I laid up with this.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And for always, people, Wakanda forever, and may the power protect you.
There it is.
Hi.
Oh my goodness.
That's right. I said it. The squeal that breaks people.
All right, I gotta get it together. I gotta be all professional and stuff now. My name is Kira. Kira Brown, as you can see at the bottom of this lovely screen. I run a little micro universe called Roomful of Blurs that is constantly expanding and thriving. You can find me on Instagram at Roomful of Blurs. You can find me on Twitter at Roomful of Blurs. I have a podcast called Child of Mandalore that is on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, something on the Google, I'm sure, and Anchor. I want to say Montel, Ryan, Nix, y'all some of my favorite people, and I don't say that to everybody. I need to start saying it to more people.
Oh, wow. Thank you.
Ryan especially, Black Girl Nerds is what made me actually want to start my little universe of Roomful of Blurs.
Okay.
I've been watching for a long time. SoundCloud, everything, wherever y'all have been, I've been in it. That is, I think that's it for me. I host an audio room on this little known app called Fanbase every Saturday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We have fun. Sometimes we have free giveaways. Sometimes, not always. I'm broke.
Playing that.
You are officially followed across all platforms now. I am stalking you. Yay!
I love it.
You said 9 p.m. 9 p.m.
9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Fanbase. Okay. Yeah, Chris, Will, y'all my homeboys, right?
Oh yeah.
I literally leave my job at 8 o'clock on the goddamn dot in veterinary medicine to get here to see y'all. Okay.
I feel honored. I'm not gonna lie.
And the face is beat by the time I get on here. So please forgive me if some nights it's not.
Hey, the Apothecary Kira is what we live for. We need that.
I love Apothecary Kira. It's wonderful. I'm gonna land my plane and drink more of my wine. Will, sir, it's your turn.
Kira is known as the pharmaceutical princess from now on.
Yeah. Oh Lord.
Wow.
That's my side hustle. Shush, you gonna get me fired.
That sounds a little broken.
Where's my ketamine? I need ketamine.
Only on the weekend.
To our guests, first and foremost, Nix, Ryan, Montel, thank you so much for joining us this evening. It was a blast. I really had a lot of fun. But for the peoples that might be looking for me, where to find me at Mayhem Media, MAYEHEM Media, on all of the social things. If you search for me on a thing and I'm not there, then I'm not there. Search for me.
I like that.
I love it.
Real simple.
Keep it real simple. We'll be watching The Cinematic Assassin, as I've been dubbed. I watch it because the people say they need me to see it and they want to hear what I got to say. So, Chris, you can take it from there.
All
right. So, ladies, gentlemen, blurs, blurdettes, geeks, freaks, and nerds. This is your man on the wall, Chris Fury. Blur's Eye View. Follow it right there on IG. You go to all the socials. However, Twitter might not be a thing much longer because it seems like the Blur Collective is moving over to Hive.
I'm over there.
What is it? Mastodon too, I think, is another place.
Mastodon is the other one. So it looks like we might be expanding to go other places. We're picking our ball up and going to South Beach. But tune in every Tuesday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern on all those social sites. Thursdays, our Thursday show will be back December 1st at 9 p.m. Eastern, talking about whatever the hell we want to talk about in the geek and entertainment world. But guess what? I want to thank everybody. I want to thank our guests, Nix, Ryan, Montel. I told y'all this was the one y'all didn't want to miss. And the people responded accordingly. And I hope I provided. I hope the team provided. And I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Check out Blur's Eye View every Tuesday, every Thursday. You can play this back on the YouTube channel. Go to the YouTube channel, hit that notification bell, and subscribe. Show some love, because only there will you get Fury's reacts and reviews. More reviews coming soon. But as I do with every show, I'm signing off, thanking our lovely guests, talking about a lovely blowout movie that you need to go see. And if you've seen it,
out of 10, yes,
go see it again. I salute you.
15 out of 10.
And for the record, it's right over left, people that's listening. It's right over left. Right over left.
Over left.
The reverse is the Wonder Woman.
It's a natural thing. How
it's
can
a
people
natural
screw this
thing.
up, though? It's like
right over left. There is a difference.
Literally.
Like when you do Black Power, it's the right fist, not the left. There is a difference. So, but I want to sign off once again. Shout out to Jason David Frank and his family. We want to give our well wishes, our heartfelt condolences. If you are in trouble, if you are seeking help, hit 988. That is the Suicide and Crisis Prevention line. They will help you. And if you feel that way, talk to someone, open up. I know it's not easy, but you can do it. So, and until then, this is your man, Chris Fury on the wall, man on the wall, providing a safe space for such people like ourselves. And until then, remember to educate yourself and others, entertain yourself and others, and most of all, encourage yourself and others. This is Chris Fury with the squad. We're out.